You might be thinking, what a beautiful day to take some pictures. Probably hang out with some friends, have coffee, maybe sit down and tell everyone how you ate the filthiest burger last night that gave you horrible gas. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I was saying, it's a beautiful day for you, but mine is about to get ruined. It's 9 on the clock, and Bruce will be in school anytime now. Who's Bruce? Resident biker, part-time terror, full-time pain in my neck. In short, he's the villain in my story, who'd made it his mission to terrorize the bejesus out of me. But it wasn't always like that. There was a time Bruce and I were friends. We played video games, raced our bikes down the street, and fought over the last popsicle in the freezer. We grew up as neighbors until in 5th grade, Bruce's dad got arrested. Then he moved with his mom to a different neighborhood. And when he got back to school a month later, he was just weird. Hey, Bruce, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Somebody's gotta stick around to remind everyone what a loser you are.
What? I'm not...
Not what? Not a crybaby, not a nerd. Look at you, standing there smiling like we're best friends. Newsflash, I don't hang out with weaklings anymore.
That was the first time Bruce shoved me. And from then on, it became his favorite way to say hello. Honestly, I wanted to fight back, but the guy's built like a tank. He works out like a maniac, and there are even rumors he's in some biker gang. And if the stories are true, those guys are nothing short of trouble. Hey, watch where you're going.
Aw, did I ruin your little photo shoot, Shutterbug? My bad. Didn't see you crouching there like a weird frog. What's this? Oh, look at you, taking pictures of random girls. Kinda creepy, don't you think?
I was just getting a picture for the yearbook and...
Oh, I can see your lips moving. You know I don't like it when that happens. So shut up and get your butt out of my way. Or let me help you a little.
And then he grabbed my shoulders and tossed me aside. I stumbled and crashed straight into someone. And for a second, I was so terrified, I just squeezed my eyes shut. When I finally opened them, I realized I was on top of Nikki, the pianist of the school band, and my all-time crush. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you.
Relax, dude. I saw what he did. Grow up, Bruce. Look at him. He looks terrified. What do you get out of terrorizing people who can't even fight back? You okay?
I nodded my head and she gently rubbed my shoulder like I was a 3-year-old toddler and walked away. I wanted to say something cool, but how do you impress a girl when she just watched you get tossed around like a rag doll? But I needed to show Nikki I could be more than the poor kid who got bullied. So I worked every single day, chasing the perfect shot of Nikki for the yearbook. I took some really good photographs, edited them, placed them nicely, and even checked the last draft myself. I was sure Nikki was gonna come running and hug me when she saw the yearbook, but the day it was released, she walked to my desk and slapped me across the face. Ow! What was that for?
This is for making me look like a freak in the yearbook.
What are you talking about? She threw the yearbook on my desk, and the pictures I'd approved were gone. In their place were shots of Nikki mid-sneeze, picking her nose, laughing like an ostrich. Ew, I mean, no, I didn't approve of these. Someone must have swapped the pictures when I wasn't around.
You're the photographer, so it's obvious that you're behind this. And there's nothing you can say to cover that up now. God, what did I ever do to you? This is the yearbook. High school yearbooks last forever. I should have let Bruce finish you when he had the chance.
With that, Nikki stormed away crying. I looked around the class and saw Bruce leaning against the door, smirking. You did this. Why?
Because watching you squirm is the best free entertainment I get.
Why are you so stuck on making my life miserable?
I just don't like your voice. You make that whiny little sound, like a broken bike chain squeaking. I hate it. Makes me want to jam my ears shut with motor oil.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Your face doesn't make any sense.
And Bruce grabbed me by the collar. If the teacher hadn't walked in right then, I'm pretty sure he would have smashed my face into one of the desks. Nikki never spoke to me after that. And 2 days later, I found out that she was dating Bruce. Of course, Bruce didn't waste a second rubbing it in.
Hey, loser boy! Stop staring at us, will ya? You're making me uncomfortable. I can smell your jealous butt from a mile away. Oh wait, I get it. It's because I'm dating the girl you drool over? Well, What can I say? She hates losers, so she hates you 'cause you're a loser. Get it? I'm so funny. Come on, say something. I'm dying to hear your squeaky loser voice.
Congratulations. I got up and walked away before my voice could crack. I was so pissed off, I wanted to punch Bruce in the face. So what did I do? I shoved my anger deep inside and went on with my miserable life. But here's the thing. Even if my life was trash, there was one thing no one could take away from me. My photography. I poured my heart and soul into perfecting my angles, lighting, shadows, and even my photography teacher was very impressed with me.
Derek, you've got a natural eye. Not many kids your age know how to capture honesty like this. You should submit your work for the National Photography Contest. If you win, you get to travel the world and learn so much more.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not exactly contest material. Besides, who even cares about my boring photographs?
You'll be surprised.
The theme of the contest was everyday life and struggles of modern teenagers, and who else was struggling harder than me? So I became my own subject and took raw, unfiltered photos of exhaustion, loneliness, and rejection. It was basically my life story in pixels. I didn't think much of it until the results came out, and I actually won. Not just the contest, but a scholarship to one of the top art colleges. All I had to do was submit a solid new portfolio, and I was in. My photos even got featured in the local newspaper, and everyone at school saw it.
Whoa, Derek, I had no idea you were so talented. Your pictures made me cry.
Would you click some pictures for my Instagram? And then maybe we can go out for coffee. I've never dated a hot nerd, you know.
No, me first. You have to do my profile pic. It's so dated.
For the first time in my life, people were literally swooning over me, and it felt amazing. That day, I walked around school like I had paparazzi trailing behind me, and I was untouchable. That was until I reached the parking area and saw Bruce revving his bike near my tiny bicycle.
Well, well, look who's Mr. Hotshot now. Enjoying all the attention, Shutterbug?
Actually, yeah, it's nice for people to finally notice me for something other than being your punching bag.
Cute, but tell me, what are you trying to prove with those sorry pictures, huh? That I'm the big bad wolf making your life miserable? Poor little Derek's got it so rough while Bruce the bully stomps all over him. You think that'll make Nikki notice you? Newsflash, nobody cares about your stupid photos.
That's not true. People loved my photos. They say I have real talent. Is that what's bothering you? That people finally see me as something more than the loser you toss around? You know, I could make you famous too, except you're not exactly photogenic. You have a very broad jawline and your hairline's receding, and you've definitely gained weight. And since cameras add 10 pounds, I wouldn't recommend getting your picture taken anytime soon.
Blah! You trying to piss me off?
Before I could respond, Bruce ripped my backpack off, pulled out my camera, and hurled it across the parking lot, shattering it to pieces. How dare you! My mom gave me that!
Shut up and take this as my warning. If you don't stop clicking your stupid pictures, next time it'll be your skull instead of your stupid camera.
And with that, Bruce swung onto his bike and sped off, while I just stood there shaking in anger. He'd taken everything from me, my camera, my dignity, even Nikki, and I was done with it. That night, as I sat in the dark staring at my broken camera, I made a promise to myself. I was gonna burn everything Bruce loved to the ground, starting with his beautiful bike. I didn't know much about his biker gang, but I knew this one guy he always hung out with. Luckily, that guy's sister, Cindy, was in my class and had a massive crush on me. She'd asked me out a bunch of times, but I always ignored her because of Nikki. But now, I had no reason to. So the next morning after class, I went up to her in the cafeteria and asked her out, and she said yes.
You have no idea how happy I am that you finally asked me out. I was beginning to think you were gay or something. I mean, why else would you keep saying no to me? I'm practically perfect.
You sure are.
So, what are your hobbies? I love scrolling.
I'm sorry, I'm just a bit distracted. I don't know how to say this, but I'm kind of worried about you. You see, I really like you, and I'm scared Bruce might make your life difficult if he finds out you're with me.
What's that loser gonna do? He hangs out with my brother, gets his bike fixed at our garage, and almost never pays for anything. It's pathetic how much money he owes us.
Still, he's too dangerous. He's got this toxic little hobby to make me miserable, and I'm pretty sure anyone close to me automatically gets on his hit list.
Aw, don't look so worried. I've seen how Bruce knocks you around every chance he gets. But now that you're my man, I'm gonna do anything to protect you.
Really? Like what? That's when Cindy told me that she'd overheard her brother talking to Bruce about some underground race happening that weekend, and that Bruce was gonna participate in that.
Bruce owes money to some dangerous people, and the race prize money is his only way out. If he loses, he won't be able to show up to school or anywhere else for a while. His bike's in our garage for a tune-up. We just need to tweak it, enough to make sure he doesn't win.
And I know exactly how to do that. I winked at her. And later that night, we snuck into her garage. We loosened a few screws here, pinched a wire there, just enough to make sure the bike wouldn't start. And the next night, we hid behind a dark corner near the racetrack, watching Bruce as he stood in line, trying to start his bike desperately.
Come on!
He tried everything he could, but the engine just wheezed like a dying goat. Eventually, he lost his mind and started kicking the bike violently.
Yo, chill, what are you doing?
What am I doing? You messed up my bike, man! It just won't start!
Are you serious? That bike's older than my grandma's flip phone. I'm pretty sure Cleopatra rode it to prom. You're lucky I even agreed to fix it in the first place.
Don't you dare say another word about Buttercup!
Just then, this burly-looking guy walked up to Bruce.
You, move that junk to the side. We've got a race to start.
Don't you lay a finger on my bike, you fart face!
Say that to my face one more time.
Did you think I said it to your butt just now?
The burly guy got angry and punched Bruce in the face. Bruce got up and punched him back, and the two got into a full-on brawl. People tried to break it up, but the damage was done. Bruce was badly injured and had no choice but to leave. And for the next few days, he didn't show up to school. Not that I cared. I was too focused on the next part of my plan, to take Nikki away from him. All I had to do was get her attention, but she still wasn't talking to me. Until one day, on my way to lunch, I spotted her in the music room, practicing at the piano. Oh wow, that was beautiful.
I literally just played one note.
And your amazing talent really shone through it. I learned how to play the piano as a kid. Mind if I show you? Before Nikki could say anything, I slid into the seat next to her and started playing. Obviously, I had no idea what I was doing, but I kept on playing when suddenly my elbow hit the piano lid and it slammed shut on Nikki's hand.
Ow! What is wrong with you? I have a show tomorrow!
I didn't mean to. Are you okay? It was the lid. It was just gravity and please let me get you first aid.
Don't do anything. Don't talk to me, don't follow me, and don't ever touch a piano again.
She stormed out of the room, and I sat there, frozen. I had officially bombed every possible way of getting Nikki to like me. So naturally, I turned to the one place where all great minds go when they've hit rock bottom, the internet. I sat up all night looking for ideas to get back in Nikki's good books when I heard a sound.
How to impress a girl who wants to slap you across the face. Looks like my son has girl problems.
My God, Mom, you scared me. What are you doing in my room?
I saw the lights on and thought you were having trouble sleeping, so I came to tuck you in. But you clearly need more help than that. Now, tell me what's wrong.
I sighed and told Mom everything, and instead of being sympathetic, she laughed in my face. I didn't know my misery was so amusing to you, Mom.
Okay, I'm sorry. But have I ever told you why I married your dad, Derek?
Because he was the good-looking, ripped captain of the soccer team?
Well, duh. I'm only human. But that's not why I fell for him. One day, our professor screamed at me in class because I gave the wrong answer, and your dad stood up in front of everyone and gave the guy a full-blown lecture on treating students with respect. And later, in the cafeteria, he dropped his tray in front of me and said, "You looked like you needed a pizza and a bad joke." Then, he told the worst joke I've ever heard in my life.
And you married him because of that?
Because he noticed. He didn't have to make me feel better or stand up for me in class, but he did. That's when I knew he was more than just a pretty face. You see where I'm going with this?
So you fell for a man who was perfect inside and out. I still don't get how that helps me, Mom.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that wasn't super helpful for you, but just Show her you care. And don't overthink it, okay?
Says the woman who married the varsity heartthrob.
And you're his son. So stop sulking and go be awesome.
Mom smiled and left, and talking to her made me realize I had to find a way to show Nikki I genuinely cared for her. But what could I possibly do? It's not like I was some musical prodigy or a guy with superhero abs like her boyfriend. I was ready to give up until I saw a flyer for Nikki's solo show at a cafe near school, and the perfect plan hit me. I'd hire a couple of guys to boo her mid-performance, then swoop in, defend her, and prove I was the good guy. But on the night of the show, I forgot to wear my lenses and could barely see an inch past my hand. I figured I'd just step in when the booing started, but the performance was almost over and no one said a word. Then suddenly,
Wow, this must be what dying birds sound like.
Someone shut her up and play some real music now.
without even glancing back, I charged the stage and snatched the mic from its stand. Hey, who do you think you are? You don't get to talk to her like that. Nikki's amazing. She's talented, she's passionate, and she rocks that piano better than anyone else in this entire city.
Oh yeah, and who exactly are you?
I'm her friend, the guy who's not afraid to stand up for what's right. The guys from the crowd walked in closer, and that's when I realized they weren't the ones I'd hired. Holy mother of God!
You want to play the hero? Cool. Then maybe you can take this punch like one too.
Nikki looked terrified as one of the guys threw a punch, but I ducked just in time, and it landed on Nikki's face.
Ow!
I'm so sorry. That was meant for me, not meant. I didn't plan it. Before I could get another word out, the second guy lunged at me, but I managed to kick him in the shin. He winced in pain as I grabbed Nikki's hand, threw the mic in the other guy's face, and ran like the wind. It wasn't until a few blocks later that I spotted this arcade, and we both went in. Are you okay?
I think I have a black eye. But yeah, I'm okay. Are you fine?
I think I peed my pants a little, but I'm good too. Suddenly, Nikki started laughing and asked if I was hungry. I nodded, and we ordered a few burgers and ate in silence. Then we both reached for the ketchup bottle, and our hands met. And I swear I saw Nikki blush. I'm sorry I ruined your show.
Are you kidding? The way you stood up for me, even though you hate my boyfriend, it goes to show what a great person you are. I should be the one thanking you.
Nikki smiled, and after that day, we started getting closer. She'd wave at me in the hallways, stop by just to ask how I was doing, and even left a sweet note in my locker once. I couldn't stop smiling. Then one afternoon, she called me to the music room to share this new tune she was working on. We sat side by side at the piano, and I swear, we were so close, I thought she was gonna kiss me. But then, out of nowhere, a hand grabbed me by the collar and yanked me back.
You really thought I wouldn't find out it was you who messed with my bike?
Me? No way, I never did anything.
Oh yeah? Then why is your pathetic little girlfriend telling me that you're the one who messed up the wires in my starter?
Oh, you know Cindy. She's always joking.
No, I'm not.
Just then, Cindy walked in from behind looking pissed.
What? You really thought I wouldn't notice what was going on? I saw the way you were looking at her, the way she was looking at you, blushing and smiling and doing that weird eye contact thing. I could smell betrayal from a mile away. And honestly, I wouldn't care if it was someone pretty. But choosing this ugly-faced witch over me? No way.
Excuse me? Watch your mouth.
I would have, if you wouldn't have eyed my boyfriend stealer.
Shut up, you two! Take your cat fight somewhere else. This is between me and Shutterbug. And you, I've been real calm up till now. But because of what you did, I had to lay low. I lost money. And now I'm mad. And you know what happens when I get mad?
I hate to guess, but
I start throwing punches.
Bruce lunged at me, but I slipped out of his grip and ran straight into the cafeteria. He stormed in after me, grabbed a tray and hurled it across the room. I ducked, and it crashed into a vending machine. Everyone turned to look, but Bruce didn't flinch. He came charging, knocking a chair out of the way. I stood my ground, waited until he got close enough, then clenched my fist and threw all my weight into one punch. My fist cracked against his jaw, and he stumbled back hard, crashing into a chair with a nasty snap.
Oh my God! My arm!
Bruce howled like a wolf just as the teacher stormed in. He was rushed to the nurse's office, and soon after, I found that he'd broken his arm. And since I was the one who threw the punch, the principal slapped me with a week suspension. That was all it took to kill my scholarship. One black mark on my record, and my shot at art school was gone. My head was spinning with rage. It was one thing for Bruce to make my life miserable at school, but to make me lose my scholarship? I didn't even realize what I was doing until I found myself outside Bruce's house. In the middle of the night, the place looked dark and locked up, but one of the windows was half open. I gave it a little push and slid inside, and as luck would have it, I landed right into Bruce's room. I just wanted to hurt Bruce back somehow. Maybe trash his room, smash his stuff, anything that would sting. But then, I heard a key turn in the front door. I dove under the bed just as the door swung open and Bruce walked in with his dad.
Look at you, so weak. I can't believe you let a lanky kid beat you so bad.
He didn't beat me, I slipped. And thanks for the trip to the hospital, but I don't need your garbage advice. I only called you because Mom was stuck at work, and the hospital needed a parent to sign the discharge papers.
Always with the excuses. Just like your mother. She's too soft on you.
At least she didn't rob people and get thrown in jail. You just left us to survive on our own, deal with the humiliation, and then you kept calling us to bail you out. I had to get into bike races just to pay your legal fees. And now that you're out, you don't have an ounce of gratitude. There's bad dads, and then there's you. And I wish I could do something about it.
And then Bruce just turned around and left, and his dad followed soon after. That was the first time I realized that Bruce wasn't just a bully. He was a bomb with a broken fuse, and he'd been holding it together a lot longer than anyone knew, and I felt kind of bad for him. So I abandoned my plan and slowly made my way to the window. I was almost out when suddenly someone yanked me back in.
Where do you think you're going, Shutterbug?
I came here to teach you a lesson, all right? Thanks to your stupid arm, I got expelled, and the scholarship I worked my butt off to get is gone.
Then why are you running now?
Because I found out you're knee-deep in your own mess, and I was raised better than to hit someone who's really down.
You heard what my dad said, didn't you? But if you tell anyone at school how he talks to me, I swear I'll—
What? Knock my teeth in? Slam me into a wall? I'm not scared of your threats anymore, especially when I still don't even know what I did to make you hate me so much.
You really don't know? Remember when my dad got arrested? I came to your house looking for my best friend, and I heard your mom telling you to stay away from me because I came from a criminal's family. Do you know how much that hurt?
How would I know that when you never talked to me? Yeah, my mom said that, but I didn't care. You were my friend. I waited for you to come back so I could tell you that, but instead, you came back and treated me like dirt, like I was the bad guy.
Put yourself in my shoes. One day I'm riding bikes. The next, my dad's in jail, and my mom's working herself to the bone just to keep the lights on. I was angry, and I didn't know how to handle it.
There are 100 better ways to handle pain than bullying people, Bruce. I just wish you'd figured that out sooner.
I'm sorry.
I don't need your sorry. Not now. But if you really mean it, just stay out of my way. Bruce nodded silently, and after that day, he didn't trouble me again. A year went by, and I used that time to build a better portfolio and got accepted into an even better art school with an even bigger scholarship. And surprise, surprise, this time, Nikki was the one who asked me out. And obviously I said yes. As for Bruce, he disappeared from my life, but he left me with an important lesson.
Nobody's coming. Not to save you, not to fight for you, not to hand you your life. You either stand on your own, or you don't stand at all.
I live with my granny, and she's pretty much the only person I'm close with on this planet. After my mom and dad passed away, she took me in and raised me. But growing up, I didn't have many friends. I was always focused on my studies, and that's how I was able to bag a scholarship to one of the finest schools in the city. But things took a wild turn in the 10th grade. It all started when I decided to ride my bicycle to school one day. But just as I was about to park it, I tripped over something, and my bicycle went crashing into a car nearby. Shoot! The car looked really expensive, and now it had a dent the size of an elephant. I was the queen of broke people. I'd never be able to pay for the damage. I had to get out of here, but just then, 2 evil-looking shadows showed up behind me, and one of them caught me.
Look at that.
She ruined your car and now she's running from the crime scene. Holy Jesus, not the terrible two! Jacob and Adam were the two richest and hottest kids in school, but everyone was scared of them because they were really big bullies. And now I rammed their car. This was the worst day ever. I wasn't running, and I didn't ruin it on purpose. I just accidentally... Oh, Kitty. Accidentally or not, you're gonna have to pay for this. Well, listen, man, I can't pay for it. You want my bicycle? You can have that. You're making jokes now? You better arrange the money or else. Oh, God, what was I gonna do about these bullies? And just then I remembered. I'd seen them bullying a kid really badly after school recently. So I just blurted out, I know your secret, and I'm gonna tell it to the principal. What secret? I know what you guys did last Monday. For a second, they looked stunned, but then Jacob screamed, What? How? How do you know that? Judging from their freaked out faces, I could tell it was something else, and something really big that they'd done, and they thought I knew? This was perfect. Well, I'm not gonna tell you here. I'll tell you in front of the principal. Let's go now. No. Wait, we can talk this out. Yeah, and you don't need to pay for anything. Here, let me check if your bike's broken. I'll buy you a new one, as many as you want. We'll do anything you say. We'll be your errand boys, but please, just don't tell anyone. What in the father freaking world? The two most powerful senior guys in school were totally at my mercy, and I didn't even know why. But I pretended to keep it cool because I didn't want them to know I was bluffing. Sure, then how about you start with carrying my bag? It's so heavy, my hand hurts. As I went around school that day with these two acting like my personal bodyguards, kids were looking at me like I was a magician who had the terrible two wrapped around my finger. The next day, as I stepped out of my house, Jacob was already waiting for me in his brand new car. This was just getting better. Hey, I'm here to pick you up. So tell me, do you want to go to the beach today or the movies? What? No, I want to go to school and attend my classes. I have to submit my assignments next week. Aw, come on, Aura. You should enjoy yourself and not study so hard. Adam can do your assignments. He does mine all the time. No big deal. That sounded good, but I wasn't sure if I trusted them enough to hang out with them outside school. What if they planned to kidnap me because of whatever their stupid secret was? So I insisted on going to school. When we reached there, they kept following me around. At first, it felt like I was some princess, but as the day went by, I realized this was a big problem. I had ballet practice after lunch, and just as I entered the girls' changing room, all the girls started screaming. When I turned around, I was stunned to see those two morons had followed me in. Have you both lost it? This is the girls' changing room. All the more reason for us to be here, right, Adam? I pushed them out and locked the door from inside. But when I went to the dancing room, they were already there, dressed in ballerina's clothes and dancing like toads. What the frickin' crabs? What are you guys doing? You don't have to follow me everywhere. Yes, we do. We can't risk it. What if you go and tell the principal behind our backs? I won't do that. Well, guess what? We don't trust you. They just wouldn't leave. And when it was my time to perform, they both started cheering and hooting like they were my craziest fans. What could be the big secret that was making them do all these things to keep me from going to the principal? But as much as I wanted to know, I wanted to get rid of them too. The next day, I left home before they could get here. And even at school, I was on my toes watching out for them. Then during lunchtime, this football jock at school, who I had a huge crush on, came and sat next to me. You're the popular girl who tamed those rich brats, and I'm impressed. I like strong and dominating girls like you. How about we go out? Adam picked him up by the collar and threw him out of the seat. How about I give you a taste of strong and dominating guys? Adam, stop! What are you doing? As soon as Adam let him go, he just ran away. Ugh, why did you do that? He was gonna ask me out. He asks everyone out. He's a jerk. Oh, have you looked in the mirror lately? You're the bigger jerk here. With that, I pushed him aside and stormed out of there angrily. Later that day, I was in the library when I saw that football jock kissing some girl behind a bookshelf. Adam was right. He really was a jerk. I picked up a book and tossed it right at his head. Ouch! Well, he deserved it. After that, I went back to solving my math assignment, but I was getting none of the answers correct. Easy there, Tigress. Let me help you with those. Help me? Do you even know the... Whoa, how did you do that? I was stunned that this guy who looked like he probably bought his grades with his dad's money was actually good at studying. He helped me with my assignments, and honestly, I was starting to feel that he wasn't so bad after all. Just as I was about to apologize for calling him a jerk earlier, Jacob barged into the library. Thanks for keeping an eye on her while I was away. Of course, Adam was just here to babysit me. I felt so dumb thinking he might be nice 2 seconds ago. So, who's ready to go and watch the new Spider-Man movie? OMG! I'd been waiting for this movie for months! I screamed so loud with excitement that the librarian kicked us all out. Later that evening, when we stepped out of the movies, it was pretty chilly. Suddenly, Adam took off his jacket and wrapped it around me. Such a good actor he was. I knew if it wasn't for their secret, he wouldn't care even if I was screaming for help. Soon after, he ran ahead to get the car, and that's when Jacob took my hand and suddenly pulled me close. Whoa, what are you doing? Aw, come on. I can clearly see you're interested in me. That's why you're playing the blackmail game, to keep me close. What? In your dreams? That attitude of yours, it's just got me going crazy for you, babe. How about you give me a kiss now? This jerk! I was about to push him really hard when suddenly Adam pulled him away and punched him hard in the face. Jacob landed on his butt. How dare you touch her? What the heck, dude? Did you forget who you are? You're a stinky, low-life rat who lives off my leftovers. And how dare you touch me? Low-life rat? What was he talking about? I know who I am, but don't you dare touch her again. 'Cause if you do, I'll shove those leftovers down your throat. Whoa! It seemed like Adam was a whole different person. He took my hand and then we both left from there. All the way back home, he didn't say a word, and I could feel there was something about him that I didn't know. I was getting more and more curious. When we reached home, I handed him his jacket back, and I just couldn't stop myself. Adam, why did Jacob say all those things about you? I mean, you're rich too. No, I'm not, Aura. I know it looks like that because I'm always hanging out with Jacob, but I'm a poor nobody. I don't really understand. My dad used to work for Jacob's dad, but he passed away a few years back, and I have a sick mom to take care of. Jacob convinced his dad to take us in, and he helps me with money. But basically since then, I have to do everything he asks me to do. Oh boy, my heart sank listening to that, and suddenly I just hugged him tight. Thanks for doing what you did for me today, Adam, and I'm sorry. Don't be. He totally deserves it, but I really wish you'd never seen us do it. And then you wouldn't be involved with jerks like us. Seen what? Suddenly, he looked at me with surprise. The secret! He was talking about the big secret. Oh, yeah, totally saw that. Wait a second. You don't know what it is, do you? Now that I think about it, you never really mentioned it, because you don't know what it is. I panicked, and then you guys assumed I knew your secret. Aura, how can you even do something like this, knowing how bad Jacob is? If he knows you don't know, he'll... Oh God, I can't believe this. He stormed off angrily, and now my heart was pumping like crazy for what was gonna happen next. The next day, when I reached school, I saw Adam was still hanging out with Jacob, but his face was full of bruises, like someone had hit him really bad. Of course it was Jacob. Later, when Adam was all alone in the boys' washroom, I went in. Why are you letting him treat you this way? I know it's Jacob who beat you up. What are you doing here? And I told you, I owe him. Just stay out of it. I don't want you getting hurt. But you're willing to get hurt all alone? This is wrong, Adam. You can't let him ruin your life like this. What he's doing to you and the other kids around school, this has to stop. Yes, but there's nothing I can do. You can. You've always been with him. You know everything he does. You can go and tell the principal all about it. But I was there with him in everything he did. I helped him. If I rat him out, I'll be out of school and I'll be on the streets with my mom. Just then, Jacob came out of nowhere and pinned me against the wall. So, you're planning to ruin me, huh? You have no idea who you're messing with, little birdie. And you have no idea who you're messing with, you ugly crow. I smashed my head hard into his face and he fell to the floor crying in pain. Adam grabbed my hand and we ran out of there. I'm going to the principal. You're right. I can't be a coward and let him hurt everyone like this, especially you, Aura. I'll deal with the outcomes later. I'll be right there with you. We went into the principal's office and Adam confessed everything, from Jacob's bullying incidents to the biggest secret of all. After the principal had told Jacob he was going to fail in most of his subjects, Jacob trashed the principal's brand new car one evening. He smashed the windows and the lights and spray painted all over it with Adam's help. The principal immediately called Jacob in and said he was going to be expelled. Since Adam had confessed everything, he was going to be suspended for a while and made to do volunteer work. And suddenly, Jacob went bonkers on Adam. You filthy moron. I fed you and you backstabbed me. You're done too, Adam. Even if you aren't expelled, you can't stay in this school without me paying your fee. And your mom? Who's gonna pay for her treatments now? It would have been better if you had kept following my orders like a loyal puppy. And now, you're doomed. And that's when Jacob's dad walked in, looking horrified. That's enough. I had no idea I was raising such a brat. How dare you exploit this poor kid? Adam, don't you worry, son. I'm here for you. Dad, I'm so sorry. Not a word. Your principal told me everything on the phone, and the rest I've heard myself. I'm sending you to an army school right away. Jacob kept begging his dad, but it didn't seem like it was going to work in his favor. When Adam and I walked out of the room, I turned to him and said, "How do you feel?" "Never been better. Thanks to you, Aura, I was able to be brave. I'm just so happy things will be better for you. So now that there's no secret, are you still gonna be nice to me?" "Yeah, I'll carry your bag every day." And then he pulled me in for a kiss. Dad was a billionaire who owned a multi-industry company. Growing up, my twin brother Ford and I were used to getting everything we wanted. But for him, it wasn't enough because he wanted everything for himself. On our 5th birthday, Dad gave me a Barbie doll while he gave Ford a toy car. But he wasn't happy.
My car needs a driver, so give me that doll. Over my cute body.
He got back at me by scratching Dad's new Lamborghini and blaming it on me. I was grounded for a month. He also loved to make fun of the brown birthmark on my face.
Maybe that's why you stink, because there's permanent poop on your cheek. Stop saying I stink when I don't. Everyone might think it's true. Too late. I've already told everyone about it.
I tried complaining to Dad, but he was always too busy to care. But one day in the 5th grade, I discovered a way to cover up my birthmark by using loads of makeup. I told Ford that I had it removed by a doctor, and he was so stupid he actually believed it. He was always a pain in the butt, until he started dating this gold digger Tiffany in high school. He got too busy to annoy me all the time, thank God. In 10th grade, my boyfriend Zach and I decided to celebrate his birthday by going away to Greece for the weekend. We were about to take off in Dad's private jet when suddenly, the pilot came out of the cockpit and said we had a problem. I looked out the window and saw Ford arriving with Tiffany. What are they doing here? We're celebrating our anniversary in Hawaii, so all of you, get out. Breaking news, dummy. I came here first. I don't care. Get lost. You get lost. I was about to push him, but I screamed when Tiffany suddenly pulled me by my hair. The boys tried to stop us as we fought, but we ended up landing in the cockpit and falling on the navigation controls, damaging them completely. As soon as the news reached Dad, he called us both for a meeting in his library. I thought he was gonna kill us, but what he said totally took us by surprise. I'm thinking of leaving my company to someone capable. And obviously, that's me, Dad. This dumb brat spends thousands of dollars on clothes and makeup every single weekend. Hello? You literally buy whatever your girlfriend pouts her lips for. Enough. You're both too dumb and spoiled. I'll give you a month to prove yourself, or I'll leave the company and all my fortune to a stranger instead. Prove ourselves? In what way, Dad? Figure it out, and make me proud for once. It was gonna be tough, but there was no way I'd let Ford win this. The next day, I visited Dad's company's headquarters to study the performance for the past year, and I found out that Dad had been planning to develop a new mall. but he was having a hard time getting approval for its location from the mayor's office. Wait a minute, what if I dated the mayor's son, Leo, so he'd help me win his dad's approval? Leo was a senior in school, and Dad would be impressed if I was dating a smart future politician. There was only one problem: my boyfriend. I needed to get rid of him. The next day at school, we were having lunch together when he suddenly sneezed, and I started crying hard. What's wrong, babe? The way you sneeze, I really hate it. It's giving me a stroke. And the way you breathe, it's so heavy I could hear it from miles away. I've been suffering silently, but I just can't take it anymore. Just work on yourself and maybe we can give it another chance soon, yeah? Are you freaking serious? Goodbye, Zach, for now. He kept throwing tantrums all day, but I ignored him and started working on my current target, Leo. Aside from being a genius, he was also famous for being too serious. I'd never seen him smile. I stalked him and found out that he always stayed in the library. Boring. One day he was sitting alone and I walked up to him and pointed to the thick book beside him. Could you hand me over that physics book? This is a chemistry book. Oh, yeah, sorry, I got confused. Physics and chemistry are similar words. No, they're not. Oh, what's that you're reading? You're into literature too? I love Michael Jackson. Do you know about him? Yeah, of course I do. But I like Shakespeare more. Shakespeare? That's a cool name. Before he could say something, his friend suddenly called him. Just when I thought we were connecting. As Leo walked by, Zach suddenly appeared and pulled me into a corner. Why are you flirting with this guy? I thought our breakup isn't official yet. Don't take it personally. I just need him to help me get his father's approval for my dad's project. And when you win that inheritance, you'll get back with me, right? Sure, whatever. I'll wait for you. Don't hold your breath. A few days later, I heard that Leo was running as a president for the student council again. But what shocked me was Ford was running too. So that was his first move to prove himself and impress Dad, huh? And the next day at school, Ford challenged me to run against him. And why would I do that? So we can settle who's better. Obviously, it's me, but I badly want to see you cry. Do you really think I'm that dumb? You never play fair. I told you, she's scared. Since you're begging for it, then fine. See you at the elections. Nice. Any last words? Send my regards to Satan. Oh wait, that's you. And with that, I stormed off. But if Leo was also running, I didn't have any chance to win. He had already won 3 times in the past. I immediately talked to him about this. I also want to run for school president, but with you on the list, I don't think I stand a chance. So, you want me to back out? Yeah. Leave it to me this time. Why are you running? Basically, I hate my brother and he's running and I want to beat him myself. But I need your support. And what do I get in return? You can date me, I guess. To my surprise, he smiled at me and said, sure. Wait, are you serious? He just winked at me and walked away, leaving my heart fluttering with that smile. I was so confused. It was time to put our names down as candidates the next day, and I was surprised to see Leo was running as my vice president instead. What are you doing? Supporting my girlfriend. So he really was serious about it. I couldn't believe making him fall for me was this easy. I decided I'd wait a few days before I started talking about the mall project so it wouldn't look suspicious. We started hanging out together, and sure, he was serious, but he was also sweet and funny, not boring at all. He even introduced me to a super cool channel on YouTube called My Story Animated, and when I saw their videos, I actually found them exciting and relatable, especially about those billionaire girls. On the weekend, he asked me out on a date, and I said yes. While driving, someone suddenly called him and he turned to me. I was supposed to lead Dad's charity drive at a hospital tomorrow, but they moved it to today, and they need me there. I'm so sorry. Instead of sulking, I smiled and volunteered to come along. Seeing all those sick people who couldn't afford treatment made me realize how lucky I was. And the way Leo talked to these people made my heart melt. Later that night as he drove me home, he suddenly took my hand and kissed it. You must be really tired. I'm fine. Actually, I had a great time. The date isn't over yet. I've got a surprise. He took me to a closed restaurant and revealed that his mom owned it. So, how are we supposed to eat? Watch me. To my surprise, he started working in the kitchen himself and ended up with the most delicious meal ever. I can't believe I'm with someone like you, a goddess. Yeah, I know. Thousands of guys wish to be you, so you're very lucky. My heart went wild when he tucked a strand of hair behind my ear. You're really funny and pretty. I stared back at him and just found myself leaning in closer for a kiss. I felt like I was on cloud 9. It was the least fancy date I'd ever been on, but it was the best time I'd ever had in my life. Soon, we made our relationship official, and Zach wasn't happy. You broke up with me because of him, didn't you? No, Zach, we just didn't work out. I'm sure you can find someone better. You're gonna regret this. Zach was too dumb to do something that could actually ruin me, so I just ignored him. When the election campaign started, Ford and Tiffany were spending Dad's money like crazy. They covered the whole school with pictures of their stupid faces and threw the biggest parties every single night. Ford also promised everyone he'd turn the whole school into a teenage paradise, making him win by a landslide. I lost so badly. He kept on bragging about his victory at dinner, and Dad looked impressed. I think I'm gonna win this too. And when I take over everything, the first thing I'll do is make you miserable. Say goodbye to all your credit cards. Don't be too confident. Maybe you'll be the one who ends up crying. I really doubt that. Ford made me so mad. I had no choice but to finally use Leo's connections for Dad's mall project. I brought it up, and to my surprise, he immediately talked to his father about it. A few days later, I introduced him to Dad over dinner, and he looked stunned when he learned that Leo was the mayor's son. You should have informed me earlier. I would have told the chefs to make something fancier. I'm fine with anything, sir. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. They seemed to be getting along really well, and Dad then finally brought up the project. Oh, Barbie mentioned it to me the other day, and I've already talked to my father about it. He's looking forward to meeting you. Dad looked super happy, and once the project was finalized, he even threw a party to celebrate it. You made this happen, my dear Barbie. You've shown me how valuable you can be. Ford was smoky red with rage. I gave him a smirk as Dad made a toast for it. Later that night, I thought about a plan to give back to Leo. He'd told me about an orphanage he had set up, and I decided I'd donate books and laptops to the kids there. I talked to Dad about it, and he was happy to support me. The next day at school, I was waiting for Leo at the canteen to talk about it, when suddenly, Ford came and took my plate of spaghetti and rubbed it in my face. I told you not to mess with me. As I angrily rubbed it off my face with tissues, I suddenly realized people were staring at me in shock. Oh no, all of my makeup was gone. Oh look, there's poop on her face. Breaking news, everyone. My sister's been hiding this gross birthmark under her makeup for years. Look, Leo, she's even deceived you, just so she could be your girlfriend. I tried to hide it, but it was too late. Leo had arrived and was staring at me. I was about to run away when suddenly he grabbed Ford by the collar and pushed him up against the wall. She's still the most beautiful girl in the world to me, but you sure are the biggest jerk. I heard everyone actually agreeing with him, but Ford started laughing like a maniac. Okay, the poop mark didn't change your mind, so how about this? To my surprise, Zach showed up from behind him and started playing a recorder with an evil grin. Why are you flirting with this guy? I thought our breakup isn't official yet. Don't take it personally. I just need him to help me get his father's approval for my dad's project. Blood drained from my face as we all listened to the whole conversation. I couldn't believe my ex-boyfriend teamed up with my evil brother. I tearfully ran after a furious Leo. Leo, please, let me explain. Explain what? That I was just part of your stupid plan? I can't believe I actually fell for a spoiled brat like you. Yes, I planned it, but then I started to have real feelings for you. Yeah, right. Please, don't ever talk to me again. He ignored me completely after that, and I lost all my motivation. Ford took it as an opportunity to redeem himself. He spent tons of money on billboards across the city advertising Dad's clothing stores with himself and Tiffany as models. The sales actually went up. A few days later, Dad informed us that he'd finally made a decision. I was sure Ford had won, But I didn't even care by now. I decided to give everything to... Ford had already gotten up with a proud smirk. Barbara, congratulations, darling. I'll see you in my office tomorrow for the signing of the papers. Wait, what? Suddenly, Ford went psycho. You can't do this to me, Dad. I've worked so hard for this. It's not too late to change your mind. I based my decision on how you spent my money the past month. You wasted $10 million and never did anything meaningful. Barbara proved her interest by learning about the company. And she even made a huge project happen. You're talking nonsense, you stupid old man. And then I just snapped. I flung a glass of juice at his face. You can insult me all you want, but don't you dare talk like that to our dad, you jerk! You're gonna pay for this. Before he could hurt me, Dad called his bodyguards to take Ford away. He grounded him in his room, and I could hear him destroying things all day. He was scaring me. The next day, I fell asleep in my bathtub, and when I woke up, I realized that my phone was gone. I got up to find it, but the door was locked, as well as the windows. Just then, lots of bugs started to crawl in from somewhere. I screamed, but no one seemed to hear me. Help! Someone, please, open the frickin' door! The bugs were getting nearer, and I passed out. Dad's worried face was the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes again. I was in the hospital. My darling, Barbie, thank God you're okay. Dad, Ford tried to hurt me. I know. Your brother's gone. I sent him away to a boarding school in Russia. I was surprised and relieved at the same time. Maybe I shouldn't have made you two compete. It was a stupid decision, and it made Ford crazy. Even you started dating someone you don't even like. No, Dad, it's the complete opposite. I really like Leo. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. Suddenly, Leo showed up from behind Dad. And you're the best thing that happened to me too. Leo, what are you doing here? I heard you were in the hospital, so I had to come see you. And your dad also talked to me about your plan with the orphanage. The kids would really love that. Does this mean you've decided to forgive me? I'm so sorry, Leo. Barbie, I understand the pressure your dad put you through, and I think it was a smart plan. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have even noticed me. I've always noticed you. I just thought you were too serious for me. Yeah, I'm indeed serious. About you. Okay. I think you deserve another chance to get to know me. I love you. I love you too. I was doing my nail polish in my room when suddenly my boyfriend's head popped in from the window. Oh my goodness, what are you doing here? If Dad sees you, we're both dead. Just forget everyone. As long as we're together, we're gonna be okay. Do you trust me? I do trust you, my love, but just let me love you, and I will do everything to make you happy forever. I closed my eyes as he leaned in closer and closer. And cut! That's a wrap for today. Good job. But what about the kiss? Just then, Carson immediately let go of me and I fell on my butt. What the fudge? Being paired up with Carson, the most popular teen actor right now, was finally my chance to have a successful movie. But unfortunately, getting closer to him was harder than I thought. After our scene, he went straight to his trailer to sanitize himself as if I had some disease. I asked the director why our kissing scene was cut, and he told me that Carson requested not to have any. But why? One of the staff leaked that information, and the news circulated online in no time. Unfortunately, it reached our school too, and this gave Dakota, a fellow actress and my arch nemesis, another reason to pester me. Hey, Amanda. I heard Carson doesn't want to kiss you. How does it feel to be rejected by him? Because I can't relate to that. Oh, that's because the last time he kissed someone on screen, he got traumatized. It was you, right? Suddenly, she burst out laughing. Oh, honey, everyone saw how much he loved our kiss. It was romantic and passionate, and that's why our movie became a huge hit with the box office of $2.786 billion worldwide. It also made me gain 10 million followers on Instagram, plus 5 million shippers on Twitter, and wow, okay, whatever. Why don't you just wait and see until my movie comes out? We'll see about that then. And now, I felt even more challenged. Later that day while I was driving home, a delivery guy accidentally bumped his motorcycle against my trunk. Could this day get any worse? I walked out of my car to check the damage and was shocked to see a huge scratch. My poor baby! Look what you've done to her! Are you blind, or did my car suddenly turn invisible? I froze when the driver removed his helmet. He looked so beautiful. It's just a little scratch. I'm sure your baby won't die. A little scratch? You ruined her flawless skin. Just try putting one of your beauty creams on it. Do I look like someone you can joke with? He just shrugged his shoulders and left. Why was everyone so extra annoying today? When I got home, I immediately told my sister/manager, Alice, about my problem with Carson. She was 5 years older than me, and we'd been living together in a huge, fancy apartment for the past 3 years. I talked to his manager about it, and he told me that Carson's not up for a fake relationship to promote his movie, and he just doesn't want kissing scenes all the time. Our movie will do 10 times better if people believe we're a couple in real life too, with real chemistry. But he won't even kiss me in the movie. What should I do? He's the bigger star here. You're the one who needs him, so why don't you try making him fall for you? It's gonna be easy. You're a goddess. Who would say no to you? She was right. I could get any boy I wanted, and Carson was not an exception. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Could you get it for me? I ordered pizza for the two of us. When I opened the door, I was shocked to see who the delivery boy was. It's you! I'm sorry, but do I know you? Hello? You just ruined my car a few minutes ago. Oh, the dramatic brat. I'm so sorry, but I don't have the time for a little chit-chat right now. Dramatic brat? He then just left the pizza boxes and left. This guy was unbelievable. Just a few days later, I was in a coffee shop when I noticed some women squealing over a guy. My world stopped when I turned to see his face. It was the pizza boy again. I walked up to him and said, "Are you following me? Because this is not a frickin' coincidence anymore. This is a serious case of stalking, and I'm gonna report you to the police." Isn't it the other way around? I work here, so you're the one who's stalking me. Look, if you're a huge fan, just say so. No need to stalk me this way. I then took his phone and filled it with selfies and a video and gave him an autograph on a tissue paper. There. Are you happy now? Being a brat doesn't give you permission to take other people's things without their consent. So open the dictionary and search for the word respect. Want me to spell it for you? And with that, he deleted all my selfies on his phone and crumpled the paper right in front of me. I was speechless. I swore if I saw him again, I'd make him cry. I told Alice about him, and she just laughed at me. Maybe it's fate, the way you always run into him? More like bad luck. Well, is he cute? I paused for a second and imagined his face. To be honest, he was actually very, very attractive. But ew, no. He looks like a dinosaur. Okay, if you say so. I partied with some A-listers later that night, and when I got home, it was already midnight. As I walked up to my room, I suddenly bumped into something hard. It was definitely not Alice's chest. When I looked up, I almost screamed. It was that jerk. What are you doing here? Duh, I freaking live here. What are you doing here? Did you break in? What? No, I'm your new houseboy. What? First you're a pizza boy, then a barista, and now a houseboy? There's no way you can do all these jobs at once. Oh, believe it or not, but I'm actually good at everything. I then barged into Alice's room and yelled, "Of all the people, why did you hire that jerk? It was him I was talking about." Really? Fate is really something else. He also has hundreds of other jobs. We need someone who'll focus on us. Well, our offer is huge enough to make him quit all of his sidelines. He has an impressive resume, and I want to keep him. Does his presence affect you that much? Duh, of course not. Wait a minute. It was actually a good idea. If he worked here, I could easily get back at him for being so rude to me. The very next day, I learned that his name was Ross, and I started making his life hell. One time, I told him to cook me beef with broccoli and cheese. There you go. Oh, the beef looks kinda raw. Could you cook it a bit more, please? Sure. When he came back, I decided to tease him even more. Oh, I forgot. This is cheese, right? I'm lactose intolerant. Sure, I'll remove it. It'll just be broccoli then. Oh, these little trees. Poor Mother Nature. Some people are just so cruel. Okay, I'll remove them too. Now, do you want to eat the plate or what? Just cook me another dish, or maybe, just get me McDonald's. He looked like a volcano that was about to erupt, and I was enjoying it. I continued giving him the hardest tasks for the next several days, but he was always able to do them well. One time, I told him to separate the sugar, coffee, and cream from a 3-in-1 coffee, and make sure that my bubble baths have a 42 degrees Celsius temperature, and he did it perfectly. There was no way he was perfect. I had to find his weakness. It was the weekend, and I took him shopping with me. I made him carry all the bags and run all of the errands, and he silently did everything. Soon, I noticed how tired he looked, and I felt like a brat. Are you hungry? Where do you want to eat? My treat. No thanks. I'll buy my own food using my hard-earned money rather than using your daddy's credit card. Just to be clear, my parents are billionaires, but I choose to live independently with my sister and use my own money for my acting jobs. I work hard too. I then ignored him and walked away. It was already nighttime when we were done, and while he was driving me home, I noticed an old woman selling some flowers on the street. I told him to stop the car and went out to buy all her flowers and gave her a huge tip. Suddenly, I noticed a familiar girl walking suspiciously on the side of the street. When I looked closer, I realized that it was Dakota. I told Ross to park the car somewhere, and we both followed her. We walked to an alley and stopped in front of an exit door of a club. Suddenly, Carson stepped out of it, and she immediately sprung on him. Ross and I hid behind a huge pile of boxes and peeked at them. Geez, I told you to stop stalking me. I'm not stalking you. I'm just following my heart. He pushed her away, but she started clinging to his leg like a pregnant snake. Date me, kiss me, love me. I'm begging you. I told you, I don't like you. But you kissed me and told me you loved me. Duh, we were acting back then. Let's make it real then. Oh my gosh, what a desperate witch. While I was taking a video of them, I suddenly tripped and fell on top of Ross. My world stopped as I gazed into his beautiful blue eyes. Dude, are you planning to move? You're heavy. Shh. I then got up and pretended that nothing had happened, but my heartbeat was in chaos. Now that I knew Carson wasn't into Dakota, I felt more confident about making him fall for me. So the next day during our filming, he was standing by the stairs, and I let myself fall on purpose so he'd catch me. But to my surprise, another person caught me instead. You look so dumb doing that on purpose. Ross, what are you doing here? You forgot this. I also brought you lunch, just in case. Oh, wow. That was actually sweet of him. Just then, Carson turned to us and he looked kind of mad. Haven't seen this dude around on set before. Is he your boyfriend, Amanda? No, he's not. Wait a minute. Was he jealous? Ross stepped in and said, I'm her houseboy, so don't worry, man. She's all yours. And with that, he just left. And I felt a bit annoyed at his indifference. But since then, Carson started treating me differently. He was talking to me more, and it gave a boost to our acting chemistry. Was he threatened by Ross? I knew it. No one could resist my charms. The next day at school, I was taking some notes from my locker when suddenly Dakota started talking loudly on her phone. Oh, hey Carson. Oh yes, I missed you too. Oh, you want to see my beautiful, perfect face later? Sure. I can't wait to see you too, my love. Just then, her minions started squealing like hyenas. Oh my god. So are you two like dating now? Wow. He told me he missed working with me. He's probably bored with his current movie girlfriend. I wanted to laugh. If only she knew that I had a video of her desperation, but I didn't have plans of leaking it. I wasn't that kind of person. Later that day, Alice told me to invite Carson out for dinner. There will be lots of paparazzi in this restaurant tonight. You guys need to stage a kiss or something. Luckily, Carson agreed, and while we were eating, I pretended to be totally into him. I delicately wiped his lips with a napkin, and I laughed at everything he said. When we got out of the restaurant, I decided that it was time. I closed my eyes, pouted my lips, and leaned in. But to my surprise, he deliberately stepped aside and I hit my forehead on the lamppost behind him. I looked so stupid stupid as the paparazzi attacked me with their cameras. When I went home that night, I was really upset. Carson embarrassed me in front of everyone, and my career was over. I sat on the poolside and just cried my heart out. Soon, someone offered his hanky, and when I looked up, it was Ross. He sat beside me and just joined me in silence, and his presence was oddly comforting. You can talk to me, you know. I promise. I won't be rude this time. I just chuckled, and soon, I found myself ranting to him. I've been trying to make it big, but success seems to hate me. Every movie of mine for the past 2 years has been a flop. If this doesn't do well, I'm just gonna quit. And I need stupid Carson for this one to be successful. Maybe you don't. You're a very good actress, Amanda. Your talent is enough. Then why do my movies always flop? Success is not earned overnight. You're still young. Everyone has their own timing. Just continue doing your passion and your time will come soon. So cheer up. I just looked at him in awe. Why did he suddenly become even more attractive right now? I know I'm handsome, but stop staring. It's freaking me out. I'm staring because I realized that you really look like a dinosaur. What? I gave him a teasing smile and left. The next day after school, I immediately looked for Ross, but Alice told me that he was in the hospital because his brother was sick. I went to see his brother, but when I got there, I was surprised to see him playing with a little boy and 5 little girls. What are you doing here? Alice told me you were here. You got me worried. Don't worry, my little brother is fine now. He just had a bad tummy ache. He then explained that he was the one who was raising all of his siblings for the past 10 years, and that's why he juggled jobs to send them all to school. I felt really bad for making work more difficult for him. To make up for it a bit, I invited all of them to go to the mall with me. I bought them new clothes and toys, and they looked so happy. I'm gonna pay you back soon. Don't worry about it. I just then felt his hand on mine, and my heartbeat started racing. He then turned to me and started leaning closer. Big brother, we want to play in the arcades. Ugh, why can't I get a legit kissing scene, even in real life? Ross then sat next to me as we watched the girls play. How do you manage all of these responsibilities? When you're passionate about something, everything else just becomes easier. You are indeed good at everything. Actually, there's this one thing that I'm not. What is it? It's falling in love. I'm just not capable of it. My mood instantly dropped. Was I catching feelings? I had to ignore them. But the more I tried, the more I thought about him. The next day, Carson surprised me with flowers and a teddy bear in my trailer. I'm so sorry, Amanda. I feel so bad for what happened. I was so stupid. Please forgive me. I understand that I'm not your type, but you don't need to act like you're allergic to me, you know? It's really insulting. I'm not allergic to you. In fact, you're totally my type. Only if I was straight. Wait, what? Did he just say that he was gay? Keep this our little secret, and I'll cooperate with you with the fake relationship. You've got yourself a deal, bestie. Now that you're aware of it, mind matching me up with your cute houseboy? Excuse me? Relax, darling. He's really cute, but I don't have any plans of stealing him from you. Shut up, you're talking nonsense. If you say so. The next day, he visited our school without any notice, and the girls went wild, especially Dakota. I came here to see the most beautiful girl I have ever met. Oh, stop it. You're making me cry. Ew, not you, Dakota. I was talking about my movie and real-life girlfriend, Amanda. He then winked at me, and Dakota looked like she was gonna have a stroke. News of us dating immediately spread, and I was ecstatic. But my happiness was instantly robbed when I went home. Alice gave me something that shook my world. Ross's resignation letter. But why? He told me that he was offered a cool job downtown, and the pay was huge. He quit without even talking to me? I tried to call him, but he wasn't answering my calls. I used to see him everywhere, but now I couldn't find him anywhere. Oh, the irony. A few days later, Carson and I had an interview for our upcoming movie, and he was trying to hold my hand, but it felt really weird. Carson must have felt my sadness, and when we were asked if we were really dating, he said something really unexpected. Amanda and I are just friends. I really like her, and we tried it. but she likes someone else. Suddenly, I felt brave. Yes, it's true. And to that person, I just want to say, you know who you are, and I really miss you. Wherever you are, please see me tonight. I'll be waiting for you at my favorite park. Everyone gasped at my revelation. Even I was surprised at my public announcement, but I had to follow my heart. Alice told me that my interview created a huge buzz online, and I was being appreciated for my honesty. And they couldn't wait to see my movie. You did the right thing, girl. Now go get him. I was so nervous as I waited for him at the park later that night. But even after hours, there was no sign of him. I'd almost given up when suddenly I saw him walking in the distance, and my heart leapt. I ran up to him and punched him in the stomach. I hate you. Do you know that? I'm sorry. Stop being cute and start explaining why you suddenly left. I just thought you liked Carson, so that's why I quit. It's you who I like, silly boy. But what can I do? You're not capable of loving anyone anyway. I lied. That's not my weakness. Then what is it? It's you, Amanda. I've been a fan even before I met you. You're so beautiful and amazing, and it's driving me crazy because I'm just this poor boy and you're an unreachable star. That was literally the sweetest thing that I had ever heard in my life. You're really cute. No, you're cuter. So are we just gonna keep arguing about this, or are you gonna kiss me? He answered me by grabbing my face and pressing his lips against mine. Finally, I got a kissing scene, and it was magical. I was walking towards the lockers one day when I noticed the 3 most popular boys in school looking at me, like I was some kind of snack. It was the first time in 2 years they'd noticed me. Then they were suddenly smiling at me. What's going on? I got so nervous, I crashed straight into an open locker door and my books fell to the floor. Wow, what an entry. Seriously? Her? The nerd? Well, she is cute, but are you sure she should be our new target? She looks too innocent. Heck yeah! I'm gonna make her fall in love with me and win the bet. Get your $10 million ready, losers. We'll see about that. After my class, I was walking down the stairs when I suddenly tripped, but someone caught me just in time. It was Andre, the guy who was literally dating half of the female population in our school. He was staring at my lips as he pulled me close. Your lips look lonely. Do they want to meet mine? Please get off me. Whoa, easy there, baby girl. I'd rather kiss a trash can, by the way. Oh, wait, what's the difference? I smiled at seeing the shocked look on his face. Walking away, I almost tripped over a random calculator someone had left on the floor. I dropped my books, and before I could pick them up, someone was doing it for me. You should watch your step next time, princess. For a second, I was stunned to see Tanner, the guy with the biggest Instagram following. He was grinning at me, and boy, he looked like a prince. Would you mind taking a picture of me for my Insta? He pushed his phone and started posing like he was God's gift to women. I didn't know how to react, so I put his phone down on the floor and awkwardly walked away to find an empty classroom. As I walked in, I was surprised to see someone sleeping in there. I shook his shoulder to wake him up, only to gasp when I realized it was Lucas, the handsome sleepyhead. What are you doing here? This is my place. Oh, sorry. I didn't see your name on the door. I ignored his sarcasm and was about to head out before he spoke again. We can share this room, if you want. Suddenly, the teacher came in and thought we'd been making out in there or something. She kicked us out, and it was so embarrassing, even more than all the tripping over. I had to avoid these heartbreakers. They were called the triple threat for a reason, and I hated guys like them. After my classes were finished, I found the 3 of them outside waiting for someone. They all smiled at me. Uh-oh. Hey, baby girl. I think you're an engine, because my car won't start without you. Come on, princess. Let's get out of here. I'll give you a ride home. Lucas just gave me a nod and signaled for me to get in. What in the world was happening? I hurriedly walked out of the gate to avoid them. When I entered the cafeteria the next day, I was greeted with milkshakes, coffees, burgers, and nuggets. It was the boys again. I turned them all down and chose to sit on a table alone as I ate. I heard some girls behind me talking about me. Seriously? Why are they after that lame junior? It must be a prank. There's no way they'd notice her otherwise. She's ugly. I turned to look at the girls and said, I really want to punch all you girls right now. But, I'm busy dealing with attractive boys drooling over me now. Ciao. But I was furious. I had to know if I was really the target of a stupid prank. A few days later, as I was passing by the boys' locker room, I noticed that the door was slightly open. I saw the trio inside. I hid behind a locker to listen. God, what is that smell? Do boys even shower? Give me 2 days, and she'll be following me around like a puppy. I don't think so. She's kinda challenging. Nah, she's just playing hard to get, Tanner. You guys should learn from me. I couldn't believe it. These players had put a bet on me. I'd show them. They'd pick the wrong girl to mess with. I was gonna make them pay. Let the games begin. The drama club I was in had a show the next day, and my role was a stupid tree. The scene had a windy day, so when I started swaying my arms, someone gave a standing ovation from the audience. Woo! Best actress ever. That's my girl. What was he doing? After the show, he came over and gave me a bouquet of flowers and a gigantic teddy bear. Babe, you know what? There's something wrong with my phone. It doesn't have your number in it. He wouldn't leave until I put my number in his phone. The next day, while I was walking to school, I noticed a familiar sports car following me. Hop in, princess. It was Tanner. This time I got in. Let's see what his deal is. During the ride, I spilled my coffee over his squeaky clean dashboard on purpose. Oops, sorry, I'm just so clumsy. I was expecting him to get mad about it, but instead, he reached for some tissues and cleaned my hands with them. I found myself staring at him while my heart raced. No. It was all just an act. Get a grip, Athena. When we reached school, he helped me get out of the car. Right. Slow down. Geez, I'm not blind. Seems like it sometimes. I glared at him. Is there something you want to say? He just flashed a big smile and turned to fix his hair in the car window. So annoying. I walked off to class. Halfway through the lesson, when the teacher had her back to us, someone from the table next to me whispered, Psst. I looked up to see that it was Andre. Why'd you come here with Tanner? You know guys like him are jerks who will just break your heart. You know I'm totally serious about you. Then he kissed my hand. Oh, please. How serious are you? There's no number to express. Then prove it to me. Sure, baby girl, but how? I'll tell you about it at lunch. I can't wait. I swear, I'll do anything for you. Just then the teacher kicked him out of the class for making all these noises. Everyone giggled, but he didn't look the least bit embarrassed. He winked and walked off. Lunchtime came and he was already waiting. I wanted to ruin his reputation, especially in front of the girls, so I whispered my dare to him and his eyes grew wide. If I do it, will you be my girlfriend? I nodded. He immediately walked to the front of the cafeteria, jumped on a table, and shouted, I have something to confess. I wet my bed every night, and I don't know what to do anymore. I burst out laughing when he made a whole drama out of it while fake crying. But to my surprise, the girls started comforting him. What? My plan had backfired, so I sneaked out of the room, devastated. The next day, while I was reaching for a book in the library, Lucas suddenly appeared and grabbed it for me. I gave him a smile, but he just nodded. While I was doing my homework, he sat across from me and started reading a book. I waited for him to say hello or something, but he totally ignored me. I asked him what he was reading, but he just gave me a glare. Oh, I get it. He was using the snobbish bad boy style. I moved beside him and leaned in. Are you mute, or does your breath just stink? I was caught off guard when he grinned. Do you really want to know? I immediately pulled away when our lips almost touched. I cleared my throat and got myself back on track. Are you free tomorrow? I just need someone to go somewhere with me. Yeah, sure, whatever. Later that night, I did a little research on Lucas and grinned when I read a comment about him having a phobia of heights in one of his Instagram posts. He was surprised when I brought him to an amusement park the next day. I forced him to try all the rides, and I was laughing my butt off whenever he screamed like a girl. Stop being such a wuss, Lucas. Let's try the pirate ship one more time. Just then, he started throwing up, and I couldn't stop laughing. I wanted to have more fun, so I acted like I'd sprained my ankle and let him carry me all around the place. Then I asked him to buy me some fries. When he bought them, I said, "Oh shoot, I'm also craving a banana split and a cheeseburger." I could barely stop myself from laughing at his annoyed face. Poor guy later fell asleep on the bench while I ate all the food. All of a sudden, I screamed in his ear. He jolted awake and asked what had happened. I told him that I was just thirsty and I needed some soda. He finally snapped. "Buy it yourself, girl. Jeez, you're so annoying." And just like that, Lucas gave up. 1 down, 2 to go. Andre continued pestering me at school while Lucas was nowhere to be found. During lunch, Tanner sat beside me and asked me if I'd like to go on a date with him to the Bahamas. "I want to get to know you first before going anywhere alone with you. I don't even know anything about your family." "Not a problem. You could join us for dinner tonight." I did a happy dance on the inside. Everything was going according to plan. I told him that I'd come myself, so I just asked his address. That night, I borrowed my friend's hyperactive cats and brought them with me. Tanner looked so happy as he opened the door. "My mom's out, so no one can babysit them." I put the basket down and the cats started running everywhere, scratching paintings and knocking over expensive vases. "Sorry, they get their clumsiness from their mama." He looked totally unaffected. "Your kittens are adorable. Like you. Come on, dinner's ready. And they're all waiting for you." His parents looked so sophisticated, and I was surprised to see that he had 4 little sisters. They all flocked around me like it was their first time seeing a girl. I started fake crying when dinner was served. "What's wrong?" "I don't eat chicken." "Poor little creatures." His mom asked me, "Oh, are you vegetarian?" "No, only for chickens. Chicken saved my life one time when I was crossing the road." Tanner immediately told the cook to change my food, and when we started eating, my cat suddenly jumped on the table and turned everything into a disaster. The look of horror on the faces of the Tanner family was epic. "Sorry." I was shocked when his mom took the cats and started petting them. Unbelievable. "It's fine. They're just asking for some love." I then placed my feet on the table and let out the loudest burp. "Thanks for the splendid meal." "Anything for you." Darn, he was such a good actor. After dinner, his mom showed me their family albums, and I couldn't help but notice how cute baby Tanner was. As I watched him play with his sisters, I realized that he wasn't really a self-absorbed jerk after all. While heading out that night, I tripped over something as usual and dropped my glasses. Tanner picked them up from me and looked at my bare face lovingly. "Wow, your beauty is so unreal, so perfect." I realized that he was actually talking to me. I felt my heart beating faster. He looked so sincere, and it made me feel like I was the most beautiful girl in the world. Apparently, my efforts to get rid of him hadn't worked tonight, but why was I smiling? The next day, Andre sneaked in through my window. "Why are you here?" "There's a party nearby. Come on." I told him that parties weren't my thing, and besides, I didn't have anything to wear. "Say no more, baby girl. Come with me." I needed to mess with him more, so I went with him to the mall. He bought me a cute red dress and gave me a makeover. "Wow, you look like someone I know." "Who?" "My next girlfriend." "Oh, please." I went to the party with Andre, and everyone was shocked upon seeing me. They thought I was a totally different person. While dancing with Andre, I couldn't help but notice Tanner and Lucas looking at me from across the room. A girl walked up to Tanner and started dancing with him. For some reason, the sight made my blood boil. I excused myself to the toilet, and when I came back, Andre was now dancing sweetly with another girl. Of course, he was a player, so I wasn't surprised. Lucas followed me when I went outside to the garden. "I'm sorry about what happened the other day, Athena. I was so stupid for doing such a horrible thing to a pretty girl like you." Oh, wow. From a jerk to a Romeo. He really wanted to win that bet. "I really like you, and I hope you feel the same way." He looked so genuine that I almost got carried away. I was about to say something, but then someone snatched me away from him. "Tanner." "What's your problem, dude?" "That's it. We need to stop this. I won't let you play with her feelings." "What are you talking about? I really like her." "And pigs can fly, Lucas." Before they could punch each other, Andre came over to stop them, and I just stood between them, looking like a confused little kitten. "Cut it out, you idiots. She's mine." "Stay out of this, loser. You're hopeless." She was about to say yes to me. "Excuse me? I don't even like you." "Shut up. You know what? Take the darn money. Here's 10 million for each of you. Just leave her alone. Best decision ever, Tanner. I was shocked. Did he just give away $20 million? Just like that? Tanner then grabbed my hand and said, "Get out of here, Athena. You don't deserve to be treated like this. Stop pretending like you really care, Tanner." Tanner looked so furious. Cut it out. I've known about the bet all this time, and I've been playing all of you idiots. You all lose. They were all shocked at my revelation. Andre and Lucas grabbed the bags from Tanner and ran away, while Tanner just stood there, shocked. "I'm sorry for everything, Athena. Goodbye." My heart sank as I watched him walk away. My wish was finally granted. The jerks had finally stopped bothering me, and I should have been happy and relieved, right? But I wasn't. The next day, my mom came running to me with shocking news. Someone called Tanner had put $10 million into our account. We're rich. Wait, what? What was he doing? I ran to the school to talk to him, but he wasn't there. For 2 weeks, there was no sign of Tanner. Then one day, he finally showed up with a gorgeous blonde. She was all over him. After school, I found them kissing behind the bleachers. I tore him away and asked him about the money, but he walked away saying, "I don't know what you're talking about. Go away." As he walked away, I knew he was lying, so that night I went to his house. His mom told me to wait in his room. As I looked around, I saw something that shocked me. My lost anklet. It was placed carefully on his desk. Just then the door opened and Tanner came in. He looked shocked to see me and the anklet in my hand. "Explain this." For a minute, he looked like he was going to deny everything. But to my surprise, he came forward and held my hand. "I'm sorry I agreed to that stupid bet. I'm sorry that I hurt you. I don't want to do that anymore. I tried to forget you and what I did to you. That's why I was with that girl. Athena, I love you. I always have since the day I first spoke to you and found your anklet. Can you forgive me?" "Yes, Tanner, I forgive you." He looked at me expectantly. "Oh, that's it? I said I love you. Do you, love me?" "Oh, yes, that too." He rolled his eyes at me and said, "I can't believe I fell in love with you. Kinda late for that. Just shut up and kiss me now." Looking into the sun is really painful to the eyes. But you know what's even more painful? Seeing cheerleaders posing and pouting in front of jocks. I just wanted to study in the gym, but I forgot there was an audition for the muse of this year's football game. Suddenly, I sneezed, and everyone turned to me. Dude, there she is. Even the way she sneezed is so pretty. I think we found our muse. She's gonna be perfect for the team. The biggest brat in the universe, Candace, had a violent reaction.
Excuse me, are you guys blind? This peasant is not even a cheerleader. And look at her messy hair and cheap clothes.
But the point is, she's still the prettiest. Candace looked at me with murder in her eyes, and it was my signal to run. But she ran after me and pulled me by my shirt.
You're just our stupid maid's daughter. Always remember that.
I reached for her arm and twisted it away. At least I'm prettier than you. Always remember that. And I flipped my hair and ran again. I knew I was going to pay for saying that, but it was worth it. Mom had been working for a super rich lady, Mrs. Branson, since I was a kid. In return, she gave us a cottage next to the mansion and paid for my tuition at a private school. She might sound like a generous lady, but she actually did all of this because no maid could put up with her besides Mom. She was mean and rude, and I hated her to the core. She had twins my age, Candace and Julian, and they were as bad as their mom. Thankfully, Julian had left for boarding school 7 years ago, but I still had Candace to deal with. Candace had always been jealous of me because I was prettier and smarter than her. And because of what happened in the gym yesterday, she forced me to do all her homework. One night while I was studying, I heard loud voices outside. I wanted to check what it was and saw Mrs. Branson yelling at Mom in front of her guests. "How dare you serve us with silver utensils? Where are the gold ones? Did you steal them?" She made us feel poor for a second, Mom. It was traumatizing. As Mom was apologizing nonstop, Mrs. Branson just kept on humiliating her in front of everyone. I so wanted to punch her fake lips, but Mom gave me a look to behave. I didn't do anything then, But the next day, I sneaked into the kitchen and sprinkled the hottest chili powder in the world onto their soup. A few minutes later, I was grinning from the balcony as both witches ran around the mansion with burning tongues. I felt so pleased with myself, but Mom was furious. Mrs. Branson fired the cook because of what you did. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mom. I know it was you. How many times do I have to tell you to stay out of trouble? But those two are just horrible. We have to put up with them at least until you graduate high school. There are just a few months left. Please. Ugh, fine. But a few days later, Mom fell down the stairs and broke her ankle. She couldn't walk for some months, so I had to take her place, which only made Candace happier because she could boss me around even more. She made me do the stupidest tasks, like painting hearts on her nails and braiding her boyfriend's long hair. And when Mrs. Branson informed me that Julian was coming back, I just knew that things were about to get worse. After cleaning up his room, I felt so exhausted that I sat down on his couch to rest for 5 minutes, and I dozed off. When I woke up, I saw a guy with the most beautiful green eyes staring right at me. Was I dreaming? He looked so majestic. Hello, Buttface. Did you miss me? Buttface? That's what Julian used to call me. Oh, you're here. Sorry, I got so tired that I fell asleep. Seems like you were having a very interesting dream. Was it about me? Yeah, I dreamed that I was punching your liver. Still feisty as ever. Why are you in a maid's uniform? Where's your mom? She had a small accident, so I'm replacing her, temporarily. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot to do. Later that night, as I was serving their dinner, I noticed Julian's eyes following me everywhere. He even purposefully brushed his hand against mine. What was up with this jerk? And why had he turned out so fine? One night, I saw Mrs. Branson throwing out one of her branded bags in the trash just because it had a small stain. After making sure that everyone was asleep, I sneaked out and took it. But when I told Mom, she got so scared. What if she finds out that you stole it? You know that woman. She'll make our lives hell. Technically, I didn't steal it because she'd already thrown it out. If the bag was alive, I'm sure it would prefer to be in the hands of a cute owner instead of rotting in the garbage, right? I will never win against you. Exactly. The next day at school, we were in the middle of an exam when suddenly the girls started squealing. We all turned to the door to see Julian peeking with a smile. What was he doing here? Suddenly, he waved at me and blew me a kiss. My tummy did a weird flip. As soon as he left, Candace elbowed me in the ribs. My brother's just fooling around, so stop dreaming. You're not his type. Oh, trust me, he's not my type either. It didn't matter even if he was. I had to stay away from him because being involved with Julian meant trouble. One day, while he was working out in the living room, he suddenly called for me. Do you think my muscles look hard enough, or should I work out more? To be honest, they were a work of art, but there was no way I'd tell him that. I think you should get a life, sir. He just grinned at me and laid down on his back. He then asked me to hold down his feet and started doing crunches. I held my breath when I realized how close our lips were when he sat up. He was definitely doing this on purpose. Excuse me, but are you flirting with me? Am I that obvious? If you think you can add me to your list of girlfriends, you're mistaken. You're really amusing. Too bad you lost those chubby cheeks. I can't call you Buttface anymore. Should I call you Sweetface now? Wow, that is so cringy. What school did you go to? Wattpad High? He just chuckled and reached for my cheeks to pinch them. You're so cute, especially when you blush. It's a blush of hatred. Anyway, I still have a mountain of laundry to do, so bye. I left before things could get weirder. I did my best to avoid him at school, but he was always doing silly things to grab my attention. And one of my friends suddenly started pestering me. Hey girl, I saw that hottie from the other class flirting with you yesterday. Are you guys like a thing? Ew, yuck, no. I don't date players. Okay, that's amazing. Maybe I'll ask him out then. I suddenly found myself grabbing her by her hair. Don't even think about it. My friend was totally surprised by my behavior, and so was I. I realized that I was actually having a crush on Julian, but I would never admit it, ever. A week later, Mrs. Branson hosted a grand New Year's Eve party at the mansion, and I helped the kitchen staff serve the food. I couldn't help noticing Julian staring at me the whole evening. It made me feel excited for some reason. While I was washing the dishes, someone suddenly breathed down my neck.
Wanna get out of here?
Your mom's gonna kill me.
So you're scared? Where's that fearless little girl who used to kick my butt?
And I was sold. We sneaked out and slipped into a sports car. Where are we going?
Wherever fate is taking us.
I was so confused when he brought me to a grass field. Why are we here exactly?
You'll have to wait for it.
As we sat on the car's hood and waited for whatever it was, we started talking. Why do you like racing so much? It's too dangerous.
Racing makes me feel like I'm flying, like I'm alive and free. How about you? Do you still want to become a nurse?
Of course. Remember when you stole my stethoscope when we were kids?
It was just so cute how you ran around and listened to random people's heartbeats and tummies. Oh, look, there it is.
Suddenly, the night sky was filled with the most spectacular fireworks.
I remember you wanted to see those New Year's fireworks so badly once when we were kids, but you missed it because Candace and I locked you up in a bathroom.
Yep, you both are horrible creatures.
I'm sorry about that. I was a dumb kid.
I felt butterflies as we watched the fireworks in silence. I closed my eyes and just enjoyed the colors behind my eyes. When I opened them again, I saw him staring at me. He was leaning in closer when suddenly my phone started to ring. It was Mrs. Branson. Your mom is calling. We need to go back. Can we make it in 10?
Try me.
He winked at me before stepping on the pedal, and the next thing I knew, I was screaming as he drove like a maniac. The party wasn't over yet when we got back home. As we sneaked in from the back, we suddenly saw Mrs. Branson walking towards us. Just then, Julian pushed me down to my knees.
Why can't you find it? Are you blind?
I immediately got what he meant, so I started crawling around pretending to find something.
Stellar, I've been looking for you. What are you doing here? I dropped my ring, Mom, and I'm asking her to look for it.
Mrs. Branson seemed to believe us. I was so relieved. But later that night, as I was clearing the mess, I almost fell back in fright to see her standing behind me.
Do you really think that I have no idea what you're up to?
I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am.
Stop with your acting, Stellar. And don't forget your place in this house. You're a maid, just like your mom, and that's all you'll ever be. Stay away from my son.
I'd already expected this to happen, and I started avoiding Julian as much as possible. I couldn't afford to get us thrown out while Mom was unwell, but it was hard, especially when I found out Julian had fallen really sick. After making sure that Mom was asleep, I sneaked into the mansion and into his room one night. He seemed to be having a really high fever, and he looked so vulnerable as he slept. I stayed by his side for hours, but just as I was about to leave, he suddenly pulled me down towards him and kissed me. I got lost for a few seconds, but then I quickly pulled away. That was a mistake. I shouldn't even be here.
It's not a mistake. I really like you, Stellar, and I hope you feel the same.
Stop liking me, Julian. We won't work out. I'm not the girl for you. I won't fit into your world, and your family will never approve of us.
Please stop thinking about other people. Just tell me how you feel.
I chose not to answer him and walked out, but I couldn't stop thinking about him. A few days later, Candace and her friends were having a pool party, and I went out to serve them drinks. I saw Julian was with them, and one of the girls was literally all over him. The sight made my blood boil. I slammed down the tray and turned to Julian. "Excuse me, sir, but can you please come to the kitchen for a moment? I need to show you something." He looked confused and followed me.
What is it?
I grabbed a tray and tapped it on his head. Stars. Can you see them?
I can only see a jealous girl, but you're the one who told me we won't work, Stellar.
So that's it. Now you suddenly don't have feelings for me? You're just a player, Julian. One day you're kissing me, the next day you're flirting with some... Just then, he gently pushed me against the wall and kissed me. And this time, I kissed him back. I couldn't stay away from him anymore, and we began dating in secret. We started sneaking out at night and driving around, and we had the best nights of our lives. But then one day, he looked at me seriously and said,
I'm tired of seeing you secretly, Stellar. I just want to let the world know that I'm dating an amazing girl like you.
But I'm just a maid, and I'm sure it will be a huge problem with your family.
I know it's not going to be easy, but I'll find a way. I just need you to trust me.
I do trust you. A week later, Julian's dad came back from abroad.
and Mrs. Branson held a huge party for him. During the event, I looked around for Julian, but he seemed way too busy with his guests and didn't look my way once. I didn't think too much of it until Mrs. Branson stepped on the grand staircase in the hall and asked for everyone's attention. Since we're all gathered here tonight, I can't wait to share some amazing news. My son Julian and our business partner's daughter, Casey, are engaged. Cheers to the lovely couple. I stared at Julian in complete shock as he joined his mom with the girl who'd been flirting with him by the pool. And he looked so happy. How could he do this to me? Feeling dazed, I was leaving the room in tears when suddenly Candace stepped in front of me with a smirk. Oh, I warned you. You're not his type. Not every Cinderella gets her Prince Charming. Just then, I turned red with rage. I was still holding a tray of appetizers, and I slammed it in Candace's face. Everyone gasped and stared at me, and I left as fast as I could. I ran back to our cottage and started packing our things. We have to leave, Mom. But why? What's happening, sweetie? I can't stay here. Not another minute. We'll be thrown out anyway, so we might as well go ourselves. I cried as I told her everything, and she started helping me pack. As the cab drove us away from that mansion, Mom took my hand. We should have left years ago, but I was too weak. I just let us suffer without doing anything. What will happen to us now? No, Mom. You're so strong for putting up with everything for me. Don't worry. We're gonna get through this together. We had enough savings to rent a cheap apartment, and I also sold the branded bag I'd taken from the trash. It was actually worth a small fortune. With some money to go by, we both started looking for jobs. Mom fully recovered soon and started working as a hotel maid, while I worked as a waitress. I also applied for a scholarship to a nursing school, and luckily, I got in. I studied and worked hard for 5 years and was finally an intern at a huge hospital. One day, I found a bouquet of roses in my hospital locker, and I hated myself for wishing it was from Julian. But it wasn't. It was a patient I'd taken care of some time ago, Enrique. He admitted he liked me and asked me out. Enrique was charming and sweet, but I told him I was too busy for love. But boy, was he persistent. He kept showing up and asking me out in the funniest ways. And after months, I finally decided to give him a chance. One evening, as I was stepping out of my apartment to meet Enrique, I bumped straight into someone and apologized. When I looked up, I saw that it was Julian. What? What are you doing here? Are you going out on a date? You look lovelier than ever. Are you freaking kidding me? You're not even ashamed to face me after what you did? And now you're flirting with me? Just wow. I wonder what your wife would have to say about that. I didn't marry her. I didn't want to spend my life being miserable. I also cut ties with my family. Do I look like I care? It's been 5 years, Julian. Please, just get lost. Before he could say another word, I walked away, shaking with rage. I wondered if he was telling the truth. But even so, he broke my heart in front of everyone, and I could never forgive him for that. Julian had somehow gotten a hold of my number, and he kept texting me to meet him once. But I kept ignoring him. One day at the hospital, we received a patient who'd been in a bad car accident. And when I looked at the patient chart, my heart leapt into my throat. It was Julian. I rushed to his room and took his hand as tears streamed down my cheeks. He suddenly opened his eyes and started talking. I tried to calm him down, but he wouldn't stop. You have to listen to me, Stellar. Mom threatened to put your mom away in jail for stealing if I didn't break up with you. I knew she really meant it. So I agreed to do something that would make you hate me and drive you far away. I was young and weak, and I thought I was doing the right thing. But now I've cut off my family and made something of myself. And there's no point to anything if I don't have you in my life. Gosh, you wanted my attention? You have it. Just shut up and be strong for me right now, okay? Only if you say you love me, because I do. I'll see how I feel after a few dates. So you better get well soon, you moron. I bent down and kissed him on the lips, and his blood pressure shot up from excitement. I was just minding my own business in the convenience store when suddenly a hooded guy jumped at the cashier and pulled out a gun. Give me some cash. All of it. Now. Everyone started to panic, except me. I'd actually been waiting for this moment. Hey, idiot. Everyone gasped as the robber turned to me. I then walked up to him while slowly removing my jacket. It's so hot in here, don't you think? Back off, sweetheart. I have a gun. Not anymore. He tried to dive for it, but I immediately locked him in a tight grip and pinned him to the ground. It's jail time, baby. And that's how you catch a criminal. As the robber was being arrested, someone approached me with a proud smile on his face. My favorite police detective, Lewis. I'd met him during a Future Detective summer program for high school students last year, and we'd kept in touch. You're really something else, kid. Kid? He was just 5 years older than me, but he kept treating me as his little sister. And it was so annoying because I actually liked him. I learned from the best. If you're free tonight, do you want to have dinner with me? Would he finally confess his feelings for me? The anticipation was killing me. He took me to a romantic restaurant and my heart was racing. I'll get to the point, Artemis. I know that you've been waiting for this moment too. You bet I have. We're having a big and difficult case right now, and we need your help. Oh, I suddenly felt stupid. Tell me about it. It's a gold smuggling case, and the suspect's name is Mr. Anderson. We need some hard evidence against him. And how can I help exactly? He has a son, and his name is Chase. He's a senior high school student, reckless, clumsy, and spoiled. He's looking for a female bodyguard, and she should be very attractive. So, you want me to pose as his bodyguard while spying on Mr. Anderson, right? Exactly. I need you to find where he's keeping all those gold bars. Mission accepted, officer. Dad had trained me in martial arts since I was 2, and now I could finally put it to good use. Lewis prepared my fake documents for the application, and luckily, I was chosen. I was so excited about this mission, but little did I know that I was about to get involved in the biggest mess ever. I tried so hard to keep my cool when I finally met Mr. Anderson. His face literally screamed danger. I was secretly scanning my eyes around his office as we discussed the job. There were surveillance cameras everywhere. It was going to be harder than I thought. I love my son more than anything, so do your best to protect him. I'll make sure you won't regret hiring me, sir. He gave me a very thick portfolio of Chase, and the first thing I noticed was his face. It was very attractive. Mr. Anderson told me that Chase was waiting for me in this room, and the moment I opened it, I was caught off guard when someone suddenly jumped on me. It was him, and he looked like a scared little puppy. Is everything okay? Take that disgusting little creature away from me. I looked around and noticed a cockroach crawling toward us. I immediately stepped on it and crushed it to death. Don't worry, it's gone. He finally opened his eyes, and I almost dropped my jaw when we both stared at each other. He was the most handsome man that I had ever seen, and I wasn't exaggerating. Just then, he jumped away from me and cleared his throat. I just find it really dirty, that's all. Anyway, you must be the new bodyguard. Artemis, at your service. Dad surely knows my type. Do you want to make out? Do you want to die? Playing hard to get. I like that. I was hired to be your bodyguard, not your girlfriend, sir. You'll still end up being one, so why waste time? He was about to touch me, but I gave him a powerful blow that sent him flying to the wall. Are you crazy? You're being paid to protect me, not kill me. Sorry, it's just a reflex. Fix your stupid reflex or I'll tell Dad to fire you. Loud and clear, sir. I'll officially start my duty tomorrow. Have a nice night. Later that night, while everyone was sleeping, I tiptoed around the mansion and installed some spy cameras to watch Mr. Anderson's every move. I had to catch him soon and get this job over and done with. The next day at Chase's school, boys immediately flocked around me like I was a celebrity. And Chase didn't look too happy about it. Just then, he started throwing some dollar bills at them. $1,000 for each of you to back off and stop looking at my bodyguard, losers. And with that, they all closed their eyes and ran away like rats in the dark. Excuse me, sir, but why did you do that? I can take care of myself. I want you to focus on me. Those idiots will just distract you. There's no need to do that. I'm not usually distracted by stupid things. But he just ignored me and continued walking. Suddenly, he slipped on a piece of tissue paper, and before he could hit his head on the ground, I caught him in my arms. Our faces were so close, and for a moment, I felt lost in his beautiful blue eyes. Just then, a pretty girl came running and screaming, "Huppy Boo! What is the meaning of this? Are you cheating on me?" Based on his file, it must be Vanessa, his girlfriend. On reflex, I dropped Chase to the ground. This girl is my bodyguard. She was just protecting me.
Oh, what a relief. I'm your one and only, always and forever. Right, hubby boo? She then jumped on him and started kissing him like a vacuum cleaner. Vanessa was clinging onto Chase all day and kept sticking her tongue out at me. What was her problem? Later that day, Chase suddenly dragged me into the janitor's closet. I actually don't like Vanessa. I just dated her because she's just so obsessed with me. I felt bad for her. And why are you telling me this, sir?
Don't be jealous.
Huh? I'm sorry, but I really don't get you.
Forget it. I already broke up with her many times, and she's like an annoying leech. From now on, I want you to keep her away from me. Make sure she doesn't come near me.
Copy that, sir. Later that day, I snuck into the bathroom to check the surveillance video on my phone and saw Mr. Anderson enter the mansion. And then he went straight into his room. I needed to have access there too. On my way out, I bumped into someone, Vanessa. Listen, girlie, you may look tough and all, but I'm not scared of you. I need you to stay away from my future husband, my hubby boo. Sorry, I can't do that. I'm being paid to be by his side 24/7. And besides, you have nothing to worry about. I'm not attracted to him. She burst out laughing. Chase is the most beautiful guy in the entire universe. There's no way you're not attracted to him unless you're a lesbian. OMG, are you? Do you like me instead? Maybe. I can't blame you. I'm perfect, but I'm sorry. You're not my type. That's too bad because I think I'm obsessed with you. I leaned in closer and pouted my lips for a kiss. Ew! Get away from me! My little stunt was effective because anytime Vanessa came close to Chase, I made pouty lips at her and she ran off. But I wasn't exactly celebrating. It had only been a week, but I wanted to give up already. Chase was a total pain in the butt and such a big baby. He would complain over the smallest things. One time, he was making a huge fuss about a mosquito bite.
How could you not stop it from sucking my precious blood? I thought you had great reflexes. See? It's swollen.
You're not gonna die from it, sir. Relax. One time, he decided to skip school just to go shopping for a new yacht. As we were walking towards the port, we bumped into some guys who looked like gangsters, and he actually knew them.
It's a perfect day to break some skulls, don't you think, Chase? What do you want, Brody? Your girl. She looks like my next girlfriend.
He was about to touch me, but suddenly, Chase jumped in and shoved him to the ground.
Don't you dare touch her, dummy.
Brody went berserk. You stupid dirtbag. He was about to punch Chase, but I was able to block his fist just in time. I'd run home to mommy if I were you. I twisted his arm and he went screaming in pain.
Get her, boys.
I threw a couple of my karate moves and they all fell to the ground in no time. I turned to Chase and he looked stunned. He was still speechless, even in the car. When we got home, he just sat in front of me and stared at my face. Is there any problem, sir?
You're the prettiest and coolest girl that I've ever met. Do you know that?
He lifted his hand to touch my face, and I just shivered at the contact. You know what happens when you touch me, Chase. So get your hands off me before it's too late. Suddenly, his happy face turned sad as he pulled away from me.
I'm sorry. I won't bother you anymore.
Well, that was weird. I needed to find that secret room with the gold bars as soon as possible, before things got any weirder. But whenever I had the chance, I looked all around the mansion and found nothing. One day, Mr. Anderson had a business trip and he'd be away for a week. It was finally my chance to work on his room. After making sure everyone was asleep, I went to his room and while I was checking his drawers, I felt someone watching me from the door. Chase!
What are you doing here?
I was looking for you.
In the drawers? I don't think I could fit in there.
Oh God, I needed to distract him. And then I did the unthinkable. I walked up to him, grabbed his face, and kissed him on the lips. And worse, I kinda enjoyed it.
Whoa, what was that about?
I've been craving your lips.
I knew it. No one could resist me, not even you.
I guess you're right. Anyway, we have to sleep now. It's late.
How could I when you just kissed me?
I tried getting rid of him, but he was persistent. First,
He insisted we watch videos together on his favorite channel, MSA, for 2 hours. And then he even made me sing him a lullaby to help him sleep. When he was finally asleep, I just found myself staring at his face. He actually looked like a beautiful angel. Snap out of it, idiot! The next day at school, Chase did something that gave me the shock of my life. He announced to everyone that we were dating, and Vanessa went wild. This girl is a lesbian, and I'm the one she actually likes. She's only getting back at you because she's jealous. Chase ignored her and got on his knees instead. To my surprise, he started tying up my shoelaces. Silly girl, what if you trip and hurt yourself? I then pulled him to the side and confronted him. What in the world are you doing? You like me, and I like you. So we're dating, right? Are you crazy? If your dad finds out about this, we're dead. Don't worry. He's too busy to even check up on me. From now on, I'll protect you and serve you instead, okay? I kept on refusing, but he was unstoppable. He was just around me all the time, and it was driving me crazy. All he did was stare at me 90% of the time. Could you please stop that? It's freaking me out. I could stare at you forever. You're just too pretty. I sometimes doubt if you're even real. During classes, he kept reaching for my hand just to hold it. During lunch, he would feed me and just watch me eat. He was acting like the perfect boyfriend, and I had no choice but to play along to protect my cover. Ugh, what had I gotten myself into? Later that night, I called Lewis and reported everything, including my fake relationship with Chase. I need you to stop entertaining any distractions and finish your mission ASAP. Understood? He sounded mad, and it made me feel bad. I'm sorry, I'll do better. The only place I hadn't checked yet was Mr. Anderson's bathroom, and I had to do that first thing in the morning. But I woke up to see Chase smiling at me with breakfast in bed. Good morning, my love. Eat up. I cooked it for you. The eggs looked delicious, so I decided to have a little taste. And they actually were. I didn't know you could cook. I wanted to be a chef and open my own restaurant someday, but Dad wanted me to be the next CEO of his company instead. Nothing feels better than living your dream, so stop being a loser and go for it. It's your life, not your dad's anyway. I suddenly felt bad knowing that his dad was a criminal. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. I can't help but fall for you harder each day. He sounded so real, I almost fell for it. You're pretty good with words, aren't you? I'm serious about you. To my surprise, he gave me a quick peck on the lips, and it made me blush like hell. One weekend, he insisted that I train him in boxing. When we got inside the ring, he was so hyped up. Are you sure about this? Heck yeah. But the moment I threw a single punch, he went flying like paper. I worriedly rushed up to him, but he immediately got up. I wasn't ready, but this time, I'll show you no mercy. I decided to make him win and let him knock me out this time. You cheated. You let me win. No, I didn't. He was pouting as he sulked in the corner, and suddenly I felt bad. Fine, I cheated. I'm sorry. I'll accept your apology if you'll have a date with me. I agreed, and he took me to the park. I waited for him on the bench as he bought me ice cream. There were a couple of kids playing around, and to my surprise, he called them over and bought ice cream for all of them, and even gave the vendor a huge tip. He wasn't really that bad after all, and I just found myself smiling. Oh no, I couldn't fall for him. I had to get rid of these stupid thoughts and focus on my goal. The next day, I told Chase that I wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't go to school with him. As soon as the coast was clear, I slipped into his dad's room and went straight to the bathroom. I checked every corner and space until I saw a button underneath the sink. I pressed it, and to my surprise, the bathtub slid away, revealing a trap door beneath it. I tried all the combinations in the passcode lock until it finally opened. I went down the stairs and I couldn't believe my eyes. The room was full of gold bars. I immediately called Lewis for backup, and while I was taking some pictures, someone suddenly smacked my phone out of my hand. It was Mr. Anderson, back from his trip, and he was raging mad. You little witch. Just in time, Lewis and the police barged in and finally arrested him. As he was being escorted out, Lewis came up to me and hugged me.
Good work, future detective. I'm so proud of you. You can even get rid of that little punk and hang out with me again. I miss you.
Suddenly, someone spoke from behind us.
So, it was all about this, huh?
I turned around and my smile instantly disappeared upon seeing Chase standing by the door. The hurt look in his eyes broke my heart. Chase, let me explain.
No need. Congratulations on your successful mission.
I watched him walk away with tears in my eyes. I wanted to run after him, but I guess this was for the best. I didn't see him again, and he also never contacted me. I should be happy I was done with him, right? Wrong. It kept on bothering me. A lot. One day, Lewis took me out for dinner, and I was expecting him to give me another case. But he completely surprised me by saying,
I like you a lot, Artemis. Will you be my girlfriend?
I had been waiting for this moment. I should be happy. But why was I thinking about Chase? I'm so sorry, Lewis, but I think we're better off as friends.
You like someone else, don't you?
I just bowed my head down and smiled. It didn't matter now because I'd ruined his life. 2 years had passed and I was finally studying criminology at university. One day during lunch, I decided to try the new restaurant around the corner, and I was shocked to see who the chef was. Chase! It's so nice to see you here. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I took your advice and here I am.
He looked even more handsome than before. I didn't know what to say.
It's really good to see you, Artemis.
You too. I wanted to hug him and tell him that I missed him, but I couldn't. He then excused himself and walked up to a familiar girl who had just entered the restaurant. It was Vanessa, and they were hugging sweetly. I felt so jealous. I just got up to leave. As I walked out of the restaurant, I felt someone running after me.
Are you jealous?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Vanessa realized that she actually likes girls, and we ended up being good friends.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. Just then, he stepped closer and held my hands.
I've been in love with someone else for a long time now. I bet you know her.
You're supposed to be mad at me for putting your dad in jail.
I'm not. He's a criminal, so he deserves it. I'm upset because you pretended to love me.
When did I say that I was just pretending?
You weren't?
He looked so cute as he blushed, and with that, I grabbed him by his collar and kissed him. Sorry, it's just a reflex.
Let's make it a habit then.
Walking around the school garden was my exact definition of peace. I brought a purple flower up to my nose, and then suddenly, I felt my chest tightening. I reached for my inhaler and panicked when I realized I dropped it on the way here. Oh God, was I gonna die?
Looking for this?
I turned to see Axel, the most attractive guy in school, and he was holding my inhaler. It was the first time he'd ever talked to me. Oh, thank God. Give me that, please. As I was taking some puffs, he kept looking at me, and it made me feel worse instead of better. I looked away and continued calming myself down. When I turned to him again, he was gone. This boy was so mysterious. He'd joined our school a year ago, and no one knew anything about him. It was the weekend, and I'd invited my best friend Tori to play golf with me on our private course. I told her what happened yesterday, and she started squealing like a hyena. Oh my God, bestie, maybe he secretly likes you. Nah, he just tried to help me. Well, he never talked to any girl before, so it definitely meant something. So what if it does? He's not my type anyway. He's too mysterious for me. Rumor has it that he has a gang outside, and they love beating people up and burning things down, but that will make your love story even cuter. The title would be The Mafia Boss and His Queen. Ow! Just stop with your Wattpad fantasies already. Suddenly, a private jet landed nearby, and I was shocked to see who came out. Liam. He was my childhood friend who'd moved to Germany when we were 10, and I hadn't seen him in 5 years. I could hardly recognize him. He looked like a prince. He ran to hug me and spun me around.
I missed you so much, gorgeous.
I missed you too, handsome. Just then, he spotted Tori standing behind me.
Why are you playing golf with your maid, Olivia?
Liam, she's not...
Hey, you. Get me some fresh orange juice, quick.
Hello? Do I look like a maid to you? Liam, she's not my maid, and her name is Tori. She's my high school best friend, so please be nice to her.
Okay. Whatever. I need to see your mom. We have a lot of catching up to do.
As he ran off to our mansion, Tori gave me a disapproving look. This is your childhood best friend? The guy you've been telling me so much about? He sounds like a jerk. He must be tired from the flight. Trust me, he's a nice guy. When I came to school the next day, I saw all the girls gathered in the parking lot. I checked to see what all the chaos was about and saw Liam coming out of his golden chopper with his bodyguards rolling out a red carpet for him. What was he doing here? Morgan, the most annoying brat in the world, accidentally tripped over something invisible right in front of him. Oh my god, my dress! It's worth $237.69 million, and now it's dirty. I need some love and comfort. Liam ignored her and grabbed a megaphone instead.
Attention, everyone. Call yourself lucky because I'm joining your school now. And ladies, I know I'm super handsome and irresistible, but unfortunately for you, I'm unavailable.
He sounded so pompous. But Morgan and the rest of the female population suddenly looked like depressed vegetables. And they didn't look happy to see him walking down the hallway with me, or sitting right next to me during class. But for some reason, all I could think about was Axel's empty seat at the back. Later that day, we had some important exam results being posted on the bulletin board, and I was shocked when I didn't see my name at the top spot. Holy mother of frogs! It was Axel this time. I don't understand. He either sleeps in class or doesn't even attend them, but he's always in the top 5. And now, he's freaking number 1? How is he beating me? Maybe he studies in dark alleys all night after beating someone up. As I turned around, I crashed straight into someone behind me. It was Axel.
If you're curious, you only have to ask.
Okay then, why don't you tell us?
It's a secret. I'll have to come a bit closer.
As he bent his head down to my ear, I suddenly felt my heart skip a beat. He brushed a strand of hair away and whispered,
I'm just really, really smart. Smarter than you, for sure. I might be smarter than Einstein himself.
Gosh, he was so arrogant. I was about to push him away when suddenly Liam did it for me.
Who are you? And can you step away from Olivia? I could ask you the same thing, but I'm not interested actually.
Axel turned around and left, and Liam looked really annoyed. As I started walking down the hallway, he followed me and asked me out for dinner that night so we could catch up. That sounded nice, and I agreed. He took me to a really fancy restaurant, and we were having a good time. Till our order arrived, and suddenly, Liam started yelling at the waiter.
I ordered a sizzling steak, not your stupidity.
Liam, what are you doing? It looked completely fine. The chef came out and asked us what the problem was.
The steak doesn't sizzle enough, and it's not even the center of the plate. This is the stupidest food presentation I've ever seen. You're fired. Sir, you can't do that. I own this restaurant. My dad owns half the city, and I'm going to have your restaurant shut down for food poisoning. Come, Olivia, we're leaving.
As we stepped outside, I turned to him furiously. Liam, you're unbelievable. How can you talk to people like that?
I can talk to anyone any way I want. Olivia, this was supposed to be a perfect date, and they ruined it. I'm only angry because it meant so much to me.
No one ruined anything except for you. Wait, a date? I thought this was just dinner between friends.
Come on, I told every girl in school that I'm unavailable. And you must know that everyone is expecting us to be together, right? I want it. Our families want it.
But I don't want it. I don't even think of you that way. And who are you to decide things for me?
Why are you being so difficult?
Don't mess things up like this, Liam. I miss the old you, the sweet little boy who used to be my best friend. I want that person back.
I won't just settle for being your friend, Olivia. I'll do anything to be more than that.
And at that moment, I just knew that things would never be the same between us. The next day at the canteen, Tori and I spotted Axel in one corner looking anxious as he talked to someone over the phone. He's probably talking to his advisor. Advisor? For what? Every mafia boss has his own advisor, and they're probably planning on their next victim. I tapped her head to snap her out of her crazy ideas, but my curiosity about Axel grew even more. I wondered what he was really up to whenever he disappeared. As he walked off, I decided to follow him and saw him heading to the library. Now was my chance to see how he studied, but he just spread out his notes, put his head down, and fell asleep. I tiptoed and snuck closer to see those notes and noticed that he had such cute handwriting. Suddenly, a hand grabbed mine, and when I turned my head, our lips almost touched. Was he awake all this time? I just wanted to grab that book next to your notes.
I have a really important question to ask you, Olivia. It's now or never.
Yeah? What is it?
What lotion do you use? Your hands are really soft.
Realizing that he was still holding my hand, I pulled away and came up with the lamest excuse. I really need to pee. Bye! Later that day, I was in the school elevator when he stepped in to join me. Please don't talk about the notes. Please don't talk about the notes.
So, what was your deal with my notes earlier? Still trying to figure out how I'm getting better grades than you?
I told you. I was aiming for that book beside you. He just smirked at me and was about to say something when suddenly Liam slipped in.
There you are. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Suddenly, the elevator broke. Perfect timing. Axel started calling for help while Liam started pestering me.
Why are you ignoring me? Is this about last night? Fine. I'll let that stupid chef go this once.
Could we please focus on the problem right now? We're basically stuck and it's so hot.
Let's make it hotter then.
Without any warning, Liam took off his shirt and I was stunned. When I turned to my right, Axel did the same and holy cheese. If Liam had the body of a fitness instructor, Axel had the body of a Greek god. And I looked like a stupid potato between them. Why did you take off your shirt too?
You're right. It's really hot. I might die of hypothermia and suffocation.
Before I could collapse, the elevator doors finally opened. Oh, thank God. I immediately rushed to the restroom and used my inhaler to calm myself from the traumatic incident. One night, while I was giving out food and cash to some beggars, I spotted someone in a leather jacket exchanging something with a suspicious guy across the street. I realized that it was Axel. I got out of my limo to secretly follow them as they passed through an alley and entered a door that led to a basement. Oh my God, was this their hideout? I was expecting to see a room full of gangsters, but it was the complete opposite. There were nerdy-looking guys solving Rubik's Cubes with super difficult shapes everywhere. I spotted Axel, and he was the only one who looked different. What in the world? I met Axel's eyes across the room, and he looked so shocked to see me that he fell off his chair. He acted like nothing had happened and continued solving his cube, but I couldn't help but smile. He was so cute. After the game, he was awarded second place, but he didn't seem happy about it. He walked up to me with a disappointed face.
I lost by 1.5 seconds because I got distracted when I saw you. It's the 57th Digital Qualifier Next Generation Championship Cup, and I should have won it to complete my badges.
So he was actually a nerd who happened to look like a bad boy? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to follow you. Suddenly, the scariest nerd that I had ever seen charged toward Axel like a raging bull. I bet $5 million on you to win, and I need to get it back, you loser. Get him, guys.
Time to go.
Axel grabbed my hand and dragged me out of the building. We fled on his motorbike, but the nerdy goons kept following us until we reached the countryside. Suddenly, it started raining really hard, and we could hardly see anything. Axel had no choice but to pull over to the nearest waiting shed. Both of us were soaked to the bone as we sat on the single bench. It looks like the rain wasn't stopping tonight, and it was already so late. I called my parents to tell them that I was sleeping at Tori's house so they wouldn't be worried.
I'm sorry you got dragged into all of this.
No, it was my fault. I shouldn't have followed you. You lost the game because of me.
It's fine. There are thousands of upcoming games anyway.
I grabbed the chance to reveal our ridiculous theories about him, and it was my first time seeing him laugh.
So you're telling me that all nerds are supposed to be blind and aren't allowed to wear leather jackets?
It was my first time seeing one.
You're shaking. You must be very cold.
He took his leather jacket off and wrapped it around me, pulling me into a hug.
I hope my body heat can make you feel better.
Yeah, it's helping.
I'm relieved.
Feeling so safe in his arms, I found myself closing my eyes with a smile. When I opened them again, I realized that I'd been asleep on Axel's shoulder for hours. It was morning already. I woke him up and we rushed to the nearest store to buy some decent clothes. We changed into new ones, and as we went to school together, everyone looked stunned. But Liam looked furious. He immediately pulled me aside.
Are you out of your mind? Why did you come with that stupid gangster?
Buzz off, Liam. It's none of your business.
I can't believe you're choosing him over me. We basically grew up together.
Axel suddenly came up to me and handed me my undershirt from last night.
You forgot this in my bag.
Everyone dramatically gasped, and I turned into the ripest tomato. I purposely started coughing to distract everyone, but it only made Liam and Axel race to get my inhaler from my bag.
Back off, man. You back off, idiot.
Suddenly, Morgan jumped in between them. Boys, stop fighting over that trash with stupid lungs. I'm right here. One of you can have me. I'll take either of you. Both the boys ignored her and continued glaring at each other. Okay, that's enough. I'm not a damsel in distress who needs constant saving. I'm totally fine. Tori couldn't stop teasing me about everything that happened. I'm loving the fact that two hotties are fighting over you, but I'm Team Axel, obviously. Liam is the villain in this story. Tori, I swear to God, my life is not a cheesy fan fiction. Seems like it anyway. She then walked away with a teasing smile. In the following days, Axel and I started hanging out, and it drove Liam even crazier. But I didn't care. I was really having fun with him. He even introduced me to his friends at their club. One time, I tried to touch his favorite cube, but he panicked.
Be careful. You have to hold it gently. It's the 6th generation fully functional limited edition cube.
God, he was such a hot nerd. Don't worry, I'll handle it with care. And then, I surprised him by solving it in less than a minute.
Brains and beauty? You're really something else, Olivia.
Suddenly, Liam appeared out of nowhere and challenged him.
Let's have a polo match, tomorrow after school. 1-on-1. The winner can date Olivia, while the loser should back off. Forever.
Are you out of your mind? I'm not a freaking trophy for a stupid competition. To my surprise, Axel replied,
See you tomorrow then.
As Liam walked off, I turned to Axel angrily, but he took my hand.
It's the only way for him to back off. I promise, I'll win this.
Okay, but be careful. I don't trust Liam to play fair. I was their only audience the next day, and I was a bundle of nerves. Minutes into the game, Axel was already being Liam's butt effortlessly.
Are you ready to lose? Ask that to yourself, idiot.
To my surprise, Liam suddenly hit Axel's horse with his mallet, causing it to panic and throw him off. Liam then grabbed the chance to hit the ball and shoot it at the goal. He then came up to me and smirked.
You're mine now, whether you like it or not.
Over my dead body, Liam. You're not my best friend anymore. You're a monster.
A very sexy and attractive monster.
Axel got up and glared at him.
You clearly cheated. This is not fair. We never had any rules, loser.
Axel lunged forward to attack Liam, who suddenly snapped his fingers, and his bodyguard dragged Axel away. And I felt even angrier. Do you really think all this is helping you win me over? You're just making me dislike you more.
What do you think your parents would say if they learned their little princess is dating a gangster?
Where's your proof? Axel is a decent guy, and he's also a genius.
You really like him, don't you?
Finally, you got the hint.
We'll see about that.
The next day, I was surprised to see the whole school in a total mess. The walls were all ruined with spray paint, and half the lockers had been smashed. The principal was fuming. He checked the surveillance footage, and we were all shocked to see who the culprit was. Axel. It couldn't be.
I knew it. He couldn't accept the fact that I beat him in a game yesterday, so he threw a little tantrum.
Suddenly, Morgan clung to Axel's arm. You could have destroyed me instead, Axel babe, and I would have thanked you for it. Girl, have some dignity, and eat this to fill your empty brain. Axel turned to me and said,
You know I couldn't do this, Olivia.
Of course. Only idiots would believe that footage. Unfortunately, the principal was one of them. He immediately suspended Axel, and seeing Liam grinning made my blood boil. Obviously, he had framed Axel, but I had to find some proof first. Later that night, I sneaked through Liam's window and hid inside his closet. Soon, he entered his room with a guy who was wearing the same outfit and hairstyle as Axel, and they were talking about how they had set him up this morning. I knew it! I made a video of the whole thing, And just then, I bumped into something and made a loud sound. And the next second, the closet door flew open, and Liam turned into a psycho.
You little witch. Give me your phone or else.
He was about to hurt me when his parents suddenly barged in. I showed them the video and told them about Liam's behavior, and they were very disappointed.
You're gonna regret this, Olivia. You'll see.
To teach him a lesson, his parents cut off his allowance and put him on a plane back to Germany. I was sad because I'd lost my childhood friend, but he just wasn't the same guy anymore. And now I could finally focus on Axel. I headed to their club, but he wasn't there. I didn't find him at his mansion either. I tried calling him on his phone, but there wasn't any signal. Where was he? What if Liam did something to him before leaving? Feeling so worried, I suddenly had a hard time breathing, but I couldn't find my inhaler anywhere.
Looking for this?
I turned to see Axel, and he was holding my inhaler. I ran to him with happy tears. I thought something bad had happened to you.
I'm sorry if I got you worried. I just got busy doing something.
He brought me up to his room, and I was shocked when he unveiled a huge painting-like Rubik's Cube with my face on it. Axel, this is just amazing.
Olivia, I've liked you since the first time I laid my eyes on you, but I was too scared to get close to you because I knew I'd just fall for you. And well, I did.
So what are you waiting for? He responded by finally kissing me, and it felt surreal.
I love you.
I love you too. Suddenly, Tori stepped into the room and started jumping like a monkey. I knew it! Wait, had she been following me? Axel and I just chuckled at her craziness. I'd just finished 5 photo shoots in London, attended a fashion show in Paris, done an interview for Vogue Italia, and now my exhausted body was about to have some pampering in the fanciest hotel in Greece, all by myself. Suddenly, I heard a loud bang in my room. I went to go check what it was, and I was shocked to see one of my luggage bags moving. I slowly opened it, and a creepy stranger suddenly sprang out from it while sniffing my favorite dress. My bodyguards rushed as I screamed in horror. This is a serious invasion of my privacy. Take him away right now.
Iris, I'm begging you. Just one kiss and a selfie. I'm your #1 fan!
Oh, please. Can I ever get a freaking break? The hotel incident was circulating on the news in no time, and as soon as I reached my parents, they immediately fired my bodyguards. I forced my manager to clear my schedule for a week so I could just breathe, but the universe literally said no. While I was doing yoga in my room, someone suddenly barged in. It was my new boyfriend, Rocco. He was the son of an A-list actor, and he seemed pretty cool. Not to mention, really, really hot. Rocco, what are you doing here?
It's been 8 minutes since my last chat. Why aren't you replying?
You came all the way here just for that?
No, I came here to do this. Will you marry me?
What the freaking crabs? Are you crazy? We'd been dating for like 5 days.
You made me believe you loved me.
I don't even know your eye color, Rocco. Suddenly, he started bawling like a baby on the floor.
Oh my God, my heart, it hurts so bad.
What the heck are you doing?
I love you, Iris. I won't leave until you say yes.
He really meant it, and I had to have him thrown out by security. After all the crazy incidents with the paparazzi and my fans, Rocco was the last straw, and I'd finally had enough. I was tired of being worshipped and followed because I was a famous model. One day, as I was watching my favorite channel, MSA, I came across a video of a model who got plastic surgery to change her identity. It would be amazing to just disappear and return as a completely different person. Wait, that was actually a great idea. I tried on a black wig with bangs to cover my eyes, changed my eye color from blue to green, threw in some makeup and baggy clothes, and I couldn't even recognize myself. Mom screamed upon seeing me and almost reported me as a trespasser. I told them about my plan of giving up my career and identity for a while, and Dad told me I was crazy. No, Dad, I'm not. I just want to be a normal girl living a normal life with no bodyguards and obsessed fans around me 24/7. I want to live somewhere else that no one knows about. I've been homeschooled all my life, and now I want to go to an actual school and have friends. Please, let me have this. I'm begging you. They were speechless for a whole minute. Do as you please, sweetheart. Take a break for as long as you want. You deserve it.
Dad? Fine, but on one condition. I'll choose the apartment for you, and you have to take at least 2 maids with you.
Deal. And just like that, I was off to a new chapter in my life as the cool and mysterious Siri. As I was walking towards the school building on my first day, I suddenly stopped upon seeing a scary dog in the middle of the road. And when it started to chase me, suddenly a skateboard came flying into the air, scaring it away. Gosh, that was close. I turned to my savior, and he was cute. Hey there, thanks for saving my life.
What? I was just doing a backflip and my skateboard slipped.
You still saved my life. What's your name?
You're not my type, Sweet Cakes, so move on.
Wait, did he just reject me? Well, that was something new. I had never felt so lost when I finally got into the school building. Everyone was wearing Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, Hermes, and Prada, and they were all fake. Was this an actual school or an amateur fashion club? And everyone was looking at me like I was wearing something disgusting. Was it because of my oversized hoodie? But I had to look as different as I possibly could from my original self. When I finally got into my class, no one even glanced at me. For the first time, I felt invisible, and I wasn't complaining. I headed to an empty seat, but before I could finally sit, a girl put gum on it. I don't sit with losers. Me? A loser? Huh? Just then, a familiar guy came in. It was the skater boy. Hey, do you remember me? We met earlier today.
Are you stalking me? Just give it up, Sweet Cakes.
I was already here, and my name isn't Sweet Cakes, it's Siri.
So, you're like the real-life Siri? iPhone's virtual assistant?
I just spelled my name backward for this identity, and that hadn't even crossed my mind.
Hey guys, we got the real-life Siri. Over here.
Then they all started making fun of my fake name, and it was so annoying. Hey Siri, can I eat my shoes without dying?
Hey Siri, would a worm eat a dead worm?
I put my headphones on, but Skater Boy took them off.
Why aren't you answering our questions? Are you glitching or something?
Haven't you heard of the latest Apple update? Siri won't answer stupid questions from now on.
I didn't know Siri was actually feisty.
Just then, a familiar girl entered, and her eyes went straight to me. OMG, what a terrible day to have eyes. That outfit is horrible. Someone take this new girl out of this room right now.
Stop acting like you're the fashion queen, Peyton. Remember how you got rejected for a commercial and never made it as a model? And your tantrum video went viral?
Those people were just blind. I couldn't believe they chose that trash Iris over me. She stole my place.
Iris is not trash. Iris is a goddess.
Wait, Iris? Sorry to butt in, but are you guys talking about the supermodel? Yes, the worst supermodel of all time. Oh, now I remembered this girl. She'd auditioned with me for the commercial that launched my career, and she'd thrown a huge tantrum when she wasn't selected. And Skater Boy actually had a crush on me. How interesting. Soon, I learned that his name was Marcus. He was living in the same neighborhood as mine, and he was famous for his pranks. One time, he brought a freaking cow to school and left it at the top of the stairs. No one knew how he managed to do it. Another time, he stole the teacher's necklace and replaced it with a fake snake, and she literally passed out. He was insane. One day in the library, I was trying to get a book from a higher shelf, but I couldn't reach it, and he suddenly appeared behind me.
You need help?
Yes, please. I need that book over there. To my surprise, he transferred it to the very top shelf instead and walked off. Ugh, he was really something else. It was lunchtime and I was starving. As a model, I was always on a very strict diet, but now I could eat whatever I wanted. No one wanted to sit with me, so I chose a table at the corner. And just then, Marcus came over with his friends.
This is our table. Go away.
Sorry, I didn't see your name on it. Can't we share it?
We can, but on one condition. You have to clean my skateboard later. I ran over a huge pile of poop.
No thanks. I'd rather eat on the floor. And with that, I did what I said, and everyone looked so confused. Marcus started calling me a weirdo since then. Over the next few days, I noticed that Peyton kept spreading fake information about me, the model Iris. She obviously hated me and wanted everyone to join the club. I heard that her breath smells like cat's poop and her head is full of dandruff, and all her boyfriends ditched her because she's too clingy. Oh my god, ew, why is she even a model? You're way better than her, girl. I know, right? So unfair. I don't deserve this. I was about to say something, but someone did it for me first.
Stop farting through your mouth, Peyton. Those are all lies.
Truth hurts, darling. I heard she quit modeling. Maybe she finally realized she isn't anything special. Yet somehow she's a famous supermodel with tons of fans, and you've got this lame haters club in school. You seem obsessed with her. Marcus burst out laughing and shouted,
"You tell her, weirdo."
While Peyton looked furious. I thought she'd rip my hair out, but instead she just stormed off angrily. On my way to class the next day, a girl bumped into me and spilled her coffee all over my shirt right before a presentation. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. She offered to lend me her extra shirt in her locker, and I thought that was really nice of her. But in the middle of the presentation, I started scratching myself, and I couldn't stop. Soon, everyone was laughing like wild hyenas, including Marcus. When I saw my reflection, I could barely recognize myself. My skin was red and bloated. I looked like a pufferfish. Just then, I saw Peyton and that girl high-fiving. I knew they'd planned this. Oh, I was so gonna make her pay. I was then sent to the clinic, and the nurse told me to continue my treatment at home. Later that night, I was about to sleep when someone crashed through my window. I grabbed a bat to attack the intruder, and then I realized it was Marcus.
Relax, weirdo. It's just me.
Oh no, I didn't have my wig and contact lens on. I grabbed my shades and wrapped a pillowcase around my hair before facing him.
Why are you wearing that at midnight? You look like a stupid sushi roll.
I don't have to explain myself to you. Anyway, get out! You're trespassing!
Calm down, okay? I just wanted to give you this. An apology gift for laughing at you earlier.
I was about to smile when I realized that it was a pufferfish. Seriously? Ow. He then told me that he overheard Peyton and her friend talking about how they'd put some chemical on that shirt.
That was really uncool. Let's go to her house tonight and release tons of bugs in her room.
No, I don't like that kind of revenge. It's lame.
Tell me what's not lame then.
Oh, you'll know it tomorrow. The next day, I surprised everyone by wearing the most expensive Gucci hoodie and boots as I walked in the hallway like a fashion model. You think you're a star now just because you're wearing fake Gucci? Wake up, dummy. You're dreaming. Are you talking about yourself? I slapped her with the receipt of the items, and she suddenly forgot how to speak.
Dude, that was so cool. You literally ate that witch alive.
That's how you do it.
Teach me your ways, senpai.
Only if you'll stop making fun of me.
That's kind of hard, but I'll try.
Marcus and I became closer over the next few months. I always had fun with him, even when he talked about Iris 90% of the time. One time he took me to his place, and I was shocked to see how many posters he had of me.
Just look at her. How can someone be that perfect? It's just unfair to every other girl. No one could ever measure up to her.
Wow, he was beginning to sound as loco as Rocco. But at least there was no danger he'd ever be obsessed with Siri. One weekend we went to the park, and he taught me some skateboarding tricks. As a model, I was always careful never to do anything that might get me injured, but this was really fun. And the very next second, the skateboard slipped from under my feet and I went flying backwards. But before my head could hit the ground, Marcus caught me.
Whoa, easy there. You okay?
His face was so close to mine as he looked down in concern, and I noticed for the first time how lovely his eyes were.
Hello? You're kinda heavy, girl. Can you please try to stand up now?
I immediately jumped to my feet. Heavy? I was model thin. Jerk. We skateboarded a bit more and then fell onto the grass to rest. Can I ask you a question, Marcus?
You already asked, dummy.
Why do you love Iris? I mean, how do you love a person when you haven't even met her? Is it just because she's pretty?
3 years back, my sister got sick, and in the hospital, this beautiful girl paid a visit to the kids there and gave them some gifts. I'll never forget how sweet and kind she was to my sister. I didn't know then that she was actually a supermodel, and since then, I started admiring her from afar. I told you, she's perfect.
Oh, so he actually liked me for that and not just because I was pretty. and I felt like I wanted to tell him the truth about me, but I couldn't. Not yet. A few days later, some girls were drooling over a guy in the hallway, and I almost choked on my saliva when I realized who it was. Rocco! Oh my God, what was he doing here? I need to find Iris. My heart told me she was here. I could literally smell her. As I ran to the restroom, my wig got caught on something and it almost fell off. I quickly ran to the restroom and fixed it before anyone noticed. Phew. And then I called my dad to tell him about this. He suggested transferring to another school, but something was stopping me. I'd just settled in, and well, there was Marcus. But thank God Rocco was gone when I got out. A few days later, our drama club teacher decided to pair me with Marcus, and there was a scene where we had to kiss and we needed to practice it in front of everyone.
Yuck. No way I'm kissing her.
He then pretended to throw up. What's wrong with kissing me? It's not a big deal.
I just don't want my lips to be tainted by yours.
Excuse me? My lips are not poisonous or gross. The audience started chanting for us to kiss already, but he kept making lame excuses to delay it. Oh, the irony. He was obsessed with Iris, but allergic to Siri. And it was so confusing. Our teacher lost her patience, so we had no choice but to do it. I closed my eyes, and as his lips touched mine, I felt a storm of butterflies in my stomach. He immediately pulled away and yelled,
"This is officially the worst day of my life."
He was pissing me off. I just stormed off after drama class and ignored him all day. Later, when I was walking back home, he caught up with me.
Hey, are you in a bad mood or something? You left without waiting for me.
So? I can do whatever I want. You can't find your way home without me?
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Can't a girl walk in peace?
Oh, come on. Is it about the kiss? I'm sorry if I overreacted.
It's not about that. But kissing me is not yuck, okay? There are tons of boys who'd love to kiss me.
Oh yeah? Who'd want to kiss a weirdo like you?
Oh, you have no idea, dude.
So what? Did you actually want me to enjoy it?
No, I didn't want you to, but yeah, you should have. I've been told I'm a really good kisser.
Okay, let me try it again then.
I was caught off guard when he suddenly pulled me into a very hot kiss. I was catching my breath as he finally let go of me. That was, wow.
I didn't want to kiss you before because I wanted our first kiss to be special.
He then turned around and left, leaving me completely stunned. I wasn't able to sleep that night because I couldn't stop thinking about our mind-blowing kiss. He liked me. The next day, he wasn't talking to me all day, and it was pure torture. Should I tell him the truth and admit my feelings for him now? I had to. Tonight. Unfortunately, Peyton got bored and threw a huge party. I learned that Marcus was going, so I did too, only to regret it instantly. Because just 10 minutes into the party, Peyton suddenly gathered everyone's attention. I prepared a little show for you guys. Are you ready to see it? She started showing pictures of me as Iris. Oh, so she was doing her smear campaigns during parties now? Did you guys know that this famous model, suddenly she splashed water on my face and took my wig off, has been here with us the whole time? Yes, I discovered your little secret in the bathroom one day. So you got bored of your perfect life and decided to fool us all? Oh my God! I met Marcus's eyes across the room and he looked super shocked. No, this couldn't be happening. Just then, the crowd went wild. And before they could jump on me, I ran out of her mansion and called Dad to take me home. The news instantly reached mainstream media, so I was forced to quit school and filed a restraining order against Rocco before he could come looking for me again. I'd been trying to contact Marcus to explain everything, but he never returned my calls and it was killing me. One day, my parents went on a business trip and I was left alone in our mansion. Just then, I heard someone yelling downstairs. I walked to the balcony and saw Marcus being held down by my bodyguards.
Siri, Iris, whatever your name is, I just want to talk to you, please.
Let go of him, boys. My heart was pounding hard as I met with him downstairs. Marcus, what are you doing here? He just threw a magazine in front of me and said,
I want an autograph.
Huh? Did he come here as a fan or what? I picked it up, and while I was signing it, he suddenly grabbed my hand and pulled me into a hug.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too, and I'm sorry for lying to you. I was supposed to tell you that day.
There's no need to explain. You had your reasons. I understand.
Then what took you so long to see me?
I needed more time to think. I was so confused. I have always idolized Iris and always thought that she was the love of my life. But then you came as Siri and everything changed. I couldn't stop thinking about you since the first time I saw you.
Really? For me, it was much later.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Be the supermodel or the annoying weirdo, I don't care. As long as it's you. I love you.
I love you too.
Now, what should I call you?
I haven't thought about that yet. As of now, just call me yours. Selling out concerts weekly and dealing with fans around the world might sound fun, but you know what's even cooler? Partying. All night long. In the middle of my show, I escaped with my boyfriend Theo to go to the biggest island party ever. But when he pulled over to a helicopter pad, my excitement turned to panic. I thought we were going to use a yacht. You know I have a phobia of heights, right?
It's a 5-minute ride. You're just being melodramatic. Get over it.
Get over it? Enjoy the party without this drama queen then.
Babe, come on. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
I just ignored him and stormed off. As I walked back to the city, I noticed a person in a hooded jacket following me. I grabbed my stiletto and yelled at him. "Why are you hiding, dude? Are you scared? Don't worry. I don't bite." To my surprise, he just threw a magazine at me and ran away. What the chocolate fudge? I picked it up and realized that it was my magazine, with a death threat drawn all over my face. Unfortunately for him, I was fearless. The threats kept coming over the weekend. My parents had always wanted to hire a bodyguard for me, but I didn't want some boring old guy to keep following me around. But this time, they wouldn't take no for an answer. When I finally saw my bodyguard, I almost passed out. He was the most exquisite specimen of a man I had ever seen, and he looked just a few years older than me. "Hey, handsome. Are you sure you're a bodyguard and not my next boyfriend?" To my surprise, he didn't smile a bit. "Rude. You look too young for this job. How can I trust you?" Suddenly, a ball from our neighbor came hurling right at me, and he instantly caught it with one hand.
Trust me, I'm really good at my job. You can check my records. Your father has everything you need.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's go. He opened the car door for me, and as I slipped in, I accidentally brushed my shoulder on his chest, and oh my, it felt harder than a rock. When we arrived at school, Theo didn't look so happy to see me with my young bodyguard. He pulled me aside and said,
"Look, babe, I know I insulted you the other night, but getting back at me by flirting with another guy, how could you?"
"He's my freaking bodyguard. I'm still mad at you for what you did, and now you're accusing me of cheating?" Suddenly, Damon stepped in.
"Is there a problem here?"
"Stay out of this, man." Theo tried to push him aside, but Damon pounced on him and pinned him to the ground.
"What the heck are you doing? Let go of me, idiot."
"Hey, stop it." Damon finally released my boyfriend after a minute. As expected, Theo went psycho. I immediately blocked him before he got his butt kicked by Damon. "That's enough, Theo. He's just doing his job."
"Why do you need a bodyguard when you have me? I'm your boyfriend. I'll protect you."
A small spider suddenly landed on his shoulder, and he ran screaming. Protect my butt. As I walked down the hall with Damon, girls were literally drooling all over him. "He looks more like a model than a bodyguard. He can be the father of my children. He's way more attractive than Theo. I really want to feel his biceps." These girls sounded so desperate, but they were right. When I reached our classroom, my best friend Tessa came up to me with my favorite coffee. "Hey girl, so I brought you your..." Damon suddenly snatched it and started sniffing it. He then took a sip and waited for a few seconds before saying,
"Clear."
As he gave it back to me, Tessa was glaring at him. "Excuse me, did you really think that I'll poison my best friend?"
"Just doing my job."
Tessa then dragged me to a corner. "So you're giving up your privacy just like that? I can see that he's very attractive, but something about him screams bad news. He even sounds like a demon. You have to get rid of him ASAP." "Oh, come on, girl. It's just his first day. Let's see." But Tessa was right. I didn't have a second of privacy. Damon followed me around every freaking second. He stood behind me in all of my classes and even in restrooms. It was so awkward. At home, he'd just stand outside my door, and I never saw him sleep. And worse, he had this permanent ice-cold expression on his face that gave me chills. I had a recording event one night, and when I reached the studio, a guy came rushing toward me. He was about to draw out something from his back pocket when suddenly, Damon grabbed his arm and twisted it.
Drop your weapon.
What? I just wanted an autograph from her, man. Damon let go of the poor guy, and it was so embarrassing. What's the matter with you? I'm a popular singer, so you have to get used to my fans.
Just doing my job.
Calm down, Sasha. Calm down. The next day at school, Theo kept following me around to apologize, but I still ignored him until he said,
My producer cousin is throwing an exclusive yacht party with some A-listers this weekend. She's a fan of yours, and she'd be ecstatic if you came.
He had my attention now. Parties were my weakness.
Not so fast, sweetheart. Hang out with me tomorrow?
Okay, fine. Theo requested not to bring Damon to our date tomorrow, so I talked to him in private.
My job is not to leave your side for a minute. So sorry, can't do.
He was so firm about this, so I finally gave up and let him come with us. We went to a private movie theater and watched a super sad movie together. Minutes into the movie, Theo and I were already crying our hearts out, while Damon had no reaction at all. What was he, a robot? After the movie, we went to a fancy restaurant and I was having a good time with the lobster until Theo started forcing himself on me.
Just one kiss, babe. Come on.
Not now, Theo. We're in a public place and people are staring. But he was persistent. Just then, Damon grabbed him and threw him away like a piece of paper. Theo was furious. He grabbed a chair, but before he could hit Damon with it, I pushed him away. Stop it, right now!
Your stupid bodyguard started it. Why don't you tell him to get a life and go home to his mommy?
No, Theo, you go home. I immediately called him a cab, and when he was finally gone, I turned to Damon angrily. I know he was being a jerk, but I can handle my personal life. You don't have to interfere every freaking second.
He was disrespecting your personal space.
Your job is to keep me safe, not to meddle in my personal matters. Know your boundaries.
Apologies. It will never happen again.
I actually didn't mind that Theo got the thrashing he deserved, but Damon always being around was just getting on my nerves. A few days later at a concert, I was performing my newest single, and everyone was singing along with me. It felt amazing. Some of them even started climbing up on the stage to join me. Suddenly, Damon jumped in and pushed them off stage. What in the world? He then lifted me and carried me to the backstage, in the middle of my freaking performance. I finally had enough. My parents are paying you to protect me, not to annoy me and screw up my concerts.
Your life is in danger, ma'am. You have to treat everyone as an enemy.
That is ridiculous. Whoever sends those stupid threats is probably just some harmless loser.
Better to be safe than sorry.
I complained to my parents about his behavior, but they praised him for it. But he's ruining my career and even my personal life.
He's just doing his job, honey, and that's to make sure you're safe all the time.
They were hopeless cases, so I resorted to Tessa instead, and she came up with a plan. Test his patience, annoy him, do everything you can to make him quit. You're good at that, you gorgeous brat. I love the sound of it, girl. You're the best. Of course I am. I stayed up at 4 a.m. that night to disturb Damon in his sleep, but to my surprise, he was already up. I need you to get my favorite Starbucks coffee.
That's not part of my job description.
Do it, or I'll make your job harder.
Fine. What's your order?
1 iced venti caramel macchiato with 6 shots of mocha, 1/4 non-fat milk, 1/8 almond milk with medium whipped cream, and a caramel drizzle with a rose design on top, in a biodegradable takeaway cup with a pink straw.
Got it.
What? I was just messing with him, but to my surprise, he immediately left, and holy mother of toads, he came back with my exact order. How?
Anything else?
That's all for now. Later that day, I went to the mall and went on a crazy shopping spree, making him carry all my bags to tire him out. But he was like a machine. I entered a clothing store, and as I tried on all the prettiest clothes, I kept asking for his opinion, but he wasn't paying attention. Hello? Aren't you gonna give me a compliment or something?
Giving an opinion about your outfits is not part of my job, ma'am.
Any normal guy would have been drooling at me by now. He must be a cyborg. To get back at him, I faked a sprain and forced him to carry me on his back
but he was still as strong as a freaking tank. Finally giving up, I went to the bathroom with everything I'd bought and escaped through the window. After making sure that I'd lost him, I went to an orphanage and gave out all the clothes to the kids. While I was having fun with them, Tessa sent me some pictures of Theo kissing a blonde girl in a restaurant. At this point, I didn't even care. Theo was trash. I immediately sent him a message and told him that we were done. He was the worst boyfriend anyway. He started calling me immediately, so I just blocked him. Problem solved. Later, I went to a local club to celebrate my breakup, and while I was dancing my heart out, I was shocked to see someone watching me from the bar. Damon! Of course he tracked me down. A cute guy tried to dance with me, and suddenly, Damon came and pushed him away. Hey, listen, buddy, I'm sick of this. If you're gonna keep scaring all the other guys away, you dance with me.
I don't mix business with pleasure.
Dance with me, or go sit quietly in a corner while I find someone. Before I could poke the guy next to me, Damon suddenly grabbed my hand to dance. Just then, the song shifted to a slow, romantic one, and he pulled me in closer by the waist. It's not so bad, is it?
If you say so, ma'am.
You can say my name, you know.
If you say so, Sasha.
He had the faintest smile on his face, and my heart skipped a beat. We slow danced as he looked deep into my eyes, and suddenly, his face was so close to mine. Just then, he pulled away from me, like he'd had an electric shock.
We need to go home.
But it's still early.
Safety reasons.
Ugh, he was so annoying. When we got home, I saw a box sitting on my bed, and when I opened it, lots of rats jumped out and started running all over the room. Damon saw a little note inside, and for the first time ever, it scared me. For real.
Someone broke into your room. This person means business. We have to be more careful, ma'am.
He suggested that I shouldn't go to school for the next few days for safety, and I agreed. One night, my manager called and reminded me of my concert in Paris the next day. It was my biggest one yet, and I had to go.
I don't think you should be making public appearances till we find out who's trying to hurt you.
No, I'm not gonna let some creep scare me and make me decide what I should do. This was planned in advance, and all the tickets are sold, and I'm not canceling. Damon was forced to allow me, but on one condition. We had to share a hotel room so he could keep a constant eye on me. When we were finally in Paris, I rehearsed my songs all night while he was constantly looking out the window. The next morning, I found him still asleep on the couch when something on the floor caught my attention. A picture of a beautiful girl in his wallet. She looked around my age. I quickly put the wallet away, feeling something weird. Was I jealous? No, of course not. Why would I care if he had a girlfriend? Hours before the concert, while my makeup team was working on me, Damon suddenly snatched me away.
Can't you just postpone this? It's too dangerous.
I told you, I can't.
Please, Sasha, just listen to me. I care about you, you know?
Oh, do you? I thought I was your only client. Just do your job, which is to keep me alive, and let me do my job, which is to entertain people. And actually, I prefer it when you call me ma'am. You got me?
Loud and clear, ma'am.
During my concert, I tried not to think of Damon and the death threats, and it was going so well. In the middle of my performance, I saw Damon in the crowd, and he was smiling at me. He looked so lovely. Now, snap out of it, Sasha. He has a girlfriend. While I was singing my fourth song, I suddenly spotted a hooded figure in the crowd, and he was aiming something at me. No, no, no. I froze in panic, but just then a strong pair of arms grabbed me and carried me off the stage, and I looked up to see Damon's tense face.
Stay here. Don't move.
He returned a few minutes later, saying he'd lost the hooded figure. I was still shaking in fear, and he gently picked me up and we returned to the hotel. He tucked me into bed and sat on a chair close by. I closed my eyes and tried to sleep, feeling safe as he watched over me. Sometime later, I felt him fixing my blanket and gently caressing my cheek as he left. Why did he do that? And why was it giving me a heart attack? When I woke up the next morning, I peeked into the kitchen and smiled when I saw him dancing while cooking our breakfast. It was the first time I saw him looking so human. I felt shy when he turned to me. I didn't have any makeup on.
That's the first time I've seen you without makeup, and you look even more beautiful than usual.
Is complimenting me part of your job now?
Maybe.
I knew it. No one can ever resist my charms, not even my emotionless bodyguard. I wonder what your girlfriend would say about this.
I assume you're talking about the picture of the girl in my wallet.
Gosh, was he actually awake that time? He revealed that it was his sister, and they grew up in the orphanage together. He lost her because he'd failed to protect her, and that's why he became a bodyguard.
She'd always wanted to go to Paris and go up the Eiffel Tower.
I suddenly felt brave. Let's go there then, for her.
After what happened yesterday, there's no way I'm allowing you to go anywhere. Also, I know from your file that you're afraid of heights.
I'm not scared when I have you around. I'll be fine, I promise. He finally agreed, but later as we were climbing onto the escalator at the Eiffel Tower, he must have noticed I was nervous.
Are you sure about this? We can just go back, you know.
No, I can do this. When we reached the top, I squealed and covered my eyes.
You made it to the top. You have to see this view now.
I don't know if I can. How about you take a look, and we'll go down?
But I don't want you to miss this, Sasha. I've got you. Do you trust me?
Yes, I do.
Okay then. Open your eyes when I say so.
I kept my eyes shut as he led me forward, and then suddenly, I felt his arms wrap around my waist.
Now.
I opened my eyes, and I gasped. I was so close to the edge, and the whole glittering city was in front of me, and I'd never felt safer in my life. Damon?
Yes?
Have you ever fallen for a client? My smile instantly faded at his answer.
No, it would never happen. I can't do my job well if I'm emotionally involved.
So, it was just me who was feeling this. He was just being nice to his client. After a week, I had to go back to school for the final exams. I looked for Tessa so we could study together in the library, but I couldn't find her. I sat down to study alone and let Damon stand by the door so I could focus. Minutes later, he barged in and yelled,
"Sasha, look out!"
To my horror, the huge bookshelf behind me began to fall on me, but Damon leapt forward and pushed me out of harm's way, and it fell on him. He was in the hospital for a week, and despite my parents' protests that I needed to stay safe at home, I insisted on visiting him every day. One day, while I was in the waiting area, Tessa came to see me with my favorite coffee, but before I could take a sip, a hand suddenly slapped the cup away. We turned to see Damon and a cop beside him, who suddenly put handcuffs on Tessa.
What are you doing, you moron?
Damon, what's happening? Suddenly, he revealed something that blew my mind. Tessa was the one who'd pushed the bookshelf on me.
I'd been keeping an eye on her and studying her. That day, I saw her enter the library from the back door, and I knew she was up to no good. I'm sure your coffee is poisoned too.
My best friend was trying to hurt me? Tessa, why? And suddenly, Tessa turned into a monster.
Because I hate you. You have everything I've ever wanted. Beauty, talent, fame, wealth. Theo, life is so unfair. I would have gotten rid of you already if your stupid bodyguard wasn't such a pain.
She screamed as the cop dragged her away, and I was left speechless. Damon then pulled me into a hug.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. How are you?
I'm okay, but I can't be your bodyguard anymore, Sasha. I just can't fight my feelings for you anymore, and it's wrong.
If I fire you right now, will you be my boyfriend instead? Without a word, he grabbed my face and finally kissed me on the lips. I took that as a yes.